Hey, Yamuate, na Yamuakwaba, and Rasusa, good young summer, and an pay and saka, Yatuni Day, weekend edition of today's personal, Yadahonsem, Esumu, and pay, and Kofun Krosunsem, and Yafisem, and Yakabuma, and it now chinum, Diana, a disafata, set in there, Yasanchusun Tuntuno, Yadina Eba. On weekend edition of today's post, boss player Mr. Eugene Poku striker Atrase Dada on Facebook. Oyerepa Radio, Oyerepa TV Ghana, Oyerepa Radio, Oyerepa TV Ghana. Obesha comment me ba boss player back in Canada. I'm on say and said efata until we are good to go. Boss player, good morning.
All right, Baba, say we be able to there. And you may also come out. All right, Meme that said be weekend edition of today's post. Yabeya kopem se nundu ne kakra na ya soreso na fe. Ati se mze ene yebemi afidi nim kakra.
Ebe adwuma. Yeah, normal program bi na normal.
Anti mati se kitiki. Ebe hudu kakra.
Okay.
But ode to ha ebe hu nwom ama bibia akoso kama enti yeda wase ema bibia akwa ba ha pa 100.7 jumadi ni din weekend edition of today's post said ya dan da ye no yebedi ka akwa ma no ne sports law baba isa ede ye beru ama no ne na fe ensem wa ma no ne nyina baba isa ede guo ede amaye maremfi se games ebas over the weekend Europe, especially the major leagues near Europe no the English Premier League, Italian Serie A, Spanish La Liga, German Bundesliga. Yeah, there are games ebas French leagues also and Europe the Portuguese Liga. Nyina no there are games ebas Eric Divisie and no the Dutch league. Nyina no games ebas over the weekend as sports lawyer aboabo no de eba na weekend ufa fixtures ebekoso ewo leagues no nyina am sekese the Manchester Derby.
Yes.
The Manchester Derby. Yes. And awie Manchester United Michael Carrick on the first game ama Manchester United as a coach abro ne Pep Guardiola's Manchester City edi ACN na eno Manchester City asa branch and the Magei the free Crystal Palace ababeka omo team no ho eno na amanfo say Pep Guardiola kamia say BBC ya no atamsika no de akoto no atamsika no de akoto no atamsika no de akoto Manchester City force nyesa na tie omo say enyesa enetie DNT na Manchester City force nyesa na tie na anababa no omo nya adwene
onze Pep no or say situational no we hear defenders the best two center backs ni na bra Luis Diaz Pra and Josco Vadio on so pra so na obi here obia
okay
or ba shana nine the bono the omoye ne chese se wan to
okay
untimi compete
okọ Manchester omo touch City for chi no omo wo popular page bi e wo X na omo friend City Chief City Chief and now to say na adani achinie ewo social media nya asem keto say Pep Guardiola adai ya na diska no mo say munya abotre Pep Guardiola no oba Premier League in 2016-2017 no mo chechim say obrano obebo no eni sika na obenya no eno na wo ye dey o spend so uni bia untimi nkotam bi mfiri baabi
ntina
mesende o say asemo mo kaniu Pep Guardiola real Premier League in since 2016-2017 net spend Manchester United as when the team bia o Premier League in 1.2 million pounds Manchester United in the decline. Arsenal tosumienu billion 1.2 billion pounds abeseti you Arsenal tosumienu 939 million pounds. Chelsea 875 million pounds. Tottenham 795 million pounds. City Tosunum 605. West Ham Insia 587. Newcastle and Son 538. And Liverpool Tosun 491. Next Manchester City team no. Omoton enyesika amasako to bi e dia beshim. It is a wonim say business ne ya me meka City for spend. Omonim kwa fa so pesika ene kwa fa so I spend. Eno ene Manchester City for asema. Omo si anopai yemfa fidie so ne yemfa nto obi bia nim say wa wote ba bia se Pep Guardiola oye checkbook manager no. Omonim kwa fa so pesika. No munya omo spend ni ye. Ehwo sem wa ha anopai bedi nkomo. Na mage yo beti aboge ni bi ne. Ndabi menya so. Oti mo bi. Na so pass medical.
No we no ko bo.
Ye be so beti abo. Ehwo de omo inform ho sa de oma no. Eti eno so wa ha ebedi ho enkomo ni other league games e be koso. Real Madrid wa La Liga. New coach Abeloa obo the first game against enamo bon 11 yeah so hey afibi sign
the supporters are banned.
Okay,
uhuru team na on the cameras.
All right. Eti eno so wa ha a ebedidi ho enkomo ewo dwumadi so abedwafo betena se na ye pensem ni ma yebewura eye games ahudo ebekoso ewo amanone na yetimi edidi ho enkomo nye no nko a ene de ebekoso oba bibrem haso so a Cup of Nation 2025 shase wo Morocco afi etwa mu nyame ya adoma o kina na final no eba so ewo eye Rabat na ene third place bekoso
Casablanca
eno ebekoso Casablanca abra Nigeria ene Egypt edisi nemom ka force medano ochina eno beko akogina o Rabat final no no mso akogina Egypt ni Nigeria for palai omso monti ase eno so wonsem ewa ha ede betudwa na ochina final a Senegal ni Morocco edi ebesie ni no hwan ene be wini Cup of Nation ebeko eye Dakar anase ebetena eye Rabat eno so no yebehwe na ehon sensem de atudwa we meeting between Brahim Diaz and Sadio Mane hwan ene wini Cup of Nation no ede amane man Morocco eye host and win anase Senegal ena ebeje eye AFCON no nyina no yebehwe ene anopa osu betia bekan ho na osu do adwen kira ba efa Cup of Nation ho hwan na wini for messages ebra obetimi ede afa eye Facebook Oyerepa radio obetimi de afa so ena WhatsApp anase XMS eye 0241 915555 0241 915555 ho nyina do messages fa anopa yebenya bre ene adaje na yetimi akenkan mu ede ama afa yewia mo no ne yebebe fie na ensema wo fie so ne yetimi ede ho enkomo enura Ghana Premier League games bienu ekoso do ani ekire eye aboy ho ena Samatex FC omo any vision edisi ani obi antimi anhye ne yokonemom odu ani che Legon Sports Stadium House of Folk etna fie any Dreams FC edi esiani a agro ne ba na wieye obi antimi anhye ne yonko na game ne ba na wieye nsema wodo amafo eka eni se Dreams FC omo ehye go ebi se a clean goal ebi se enye clean goal on the show and then you say Dreams FC goal omo share enra abrom ne House of Folk edi esiani ne clean anase enye clean ne nyina ne ebedi ho enkomo House of Folk modembo coach Masoud Didi Dramani or still o believe say Accra House of Folk league ya yeboyi omo ka omo a betimi age league no ho eno coach and the Masoud Didi Dramani Benjamin Asare ono so akasa afa competition enei abeda oni Solomon Agbesi entem wa chechirim say competition there eba na ne die ne so obeye na dwuma Agbesi die ne so obeye na dwuma obi abeye na dwuma na omaboa amatim no etimi etumpo no so nsem ha yebetimi edi ho enkomo Gold Stars ene e bibia ni omne Asante Kotoko ene di esi ani se we di abeta mo nji mobi
dabi
ana okobi
onkan
o mai
wa ba onkan
na se we di esen komode ne kan o wanye ti ofimbo yi Libya ho ba wanye tini ana o Libya onye tini
Libya no team no wase Libya omo league no ombo no zone zone 1 zone 2 zone 4 omo inti man top yo mo group no
enye top
league no mo film
enye film ti league no mo film no abeta mo ti no mo ja tini ye
virtually omo season about we
omo ja tini ye
omo season about we
ti ne donzo fo na beko
o say Yakubu training na Karim to no. Dogo Yakubu was. Share the way in India. Dogo gets a start today.
Na bo Dogo Muru na saba no.
Edin Dogo no so he shoot.
Okay. Ujinidi
papa.
Eh baba isa no.
Na boss akraya.
Obewi no asaba na ho no ye no.
Akraya ofi park academy bai. Ai ne Kotoko inji ospake na anyi so ana asema bai. Say ya no so say ya.
Hey baba isa.
Boy ko town ni vitamin akwa. Boy ko fa ni fi sunya bai na amponsa time. Obefa bi o check goes as has man no kom.
Yo. Sports lawyer that's it. Why? Enti baba isa no. Only 2 weeks. Now I started.
Wanyere no de are.
Was sana no coach Karim Zito. O say any game no ni bre Asante Kotoko ni abre eno mo de ko game. Na say results enkoye emfama coach Karim Zito. No agye atum say omo last 2 games omo boy no enwoma ankoye. Nanso ene de kwan bia so no ombayire omo so betimi edi enkunim. Saa so ena coach edema Gold Stars on Netflix no. Of Germany.
Debut.
Of
yeah.
Now say flip for the next German. Switzerland. Okay. On also say Gold Stars are you ready? And the baby any ebehuru.
Operations man.
Baby any edru a game kesi say ya baby ba ko pe na mekai. Baby ba ko pe na mekai wo baby any. So no ni mo. Udu baby any kuma na wo branch say wo ko se hwiwe so na. Omo fufu base bi e wo ho. Hey, mamini ni nguramu nam yo. Oh, hey. On the above match is amle kwa wi. Eti eno ya kakra de e bata ho no. Ti Gold Stars eso twa Asante Kotoko na coach ni dia Ibrahim Tanko head coach e de Mediama Sporting Club. Ono so akasa e de afom game omo ekwa kobo ne tema. Amo any vision. Okay, let's say okay. Last week any vision away ekunya draw against Samates. Nti weekend na omobo against a club and the Mediama league leaders. Omo and the league no so nyina no so e wa high behwem league matches e bekoso over the weekend ene said the kan e dey atu Eugene Gold Stars e wo bibia ni dance park e tene fi no money Asante Kotoko e dey esi ni referee and the Junior Nunu no ene center referee afei odwani eche ni eje kraku the second sports complex ho ena maso Hansen bejem finfin abra Vision FC omo ene Mediama edi esi ni afei nyame ya domo China Nations wo Dr. Kwame Chei sports complex omo so ni aduana ene di esi ni Mohammed Mesbah ene be center referee e wo sa game ni mo afei Bokum Golden City Park coach Samuel Bodu one ni team Bokum Chelsea omone Swedro All Blacks and the ACN referee and the Jacob Aduntera ono and center referee afei Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium and Watermal Kerala United omoso and Summer Test 1996 EDCN Lord Nete center referee odo ani che AAK the second sports arena Baseke Holy Stars omone Bechem United nyame admo china and asa game we Bas referee and the Robert Musei ono and the center referee afei Pando Stadium, Heart of Lions, and 11 Wonders, referee and the Imoru Osman, center referee. Nafi game a chato, basu a weekending, Young Apostles, Wenchi Sports Stadium, the Hoho United, and the ACNE, referee and the Netan Anafu, or no, and the center referee, was our game, a bit me akoso. It's way and then command door and the bedi and then anopay, Jumedi, and Scopim say, your best also the kind na baby bia wo hwe dwumade ne free on your TV on your radio usubetimi ede wadwen kire aba beka ho a ye bedi ho komo anopai e wo dwumade so ede ama dwumade Samuel Kemens and Solomon Katasheka Vesa omo ena aboabo ansem na no ede brema na anopai e wo dwumade ne so sports lawyer babaisa ede owura enkofo nkros na fin sema wo nyina no ode aguo ede amaye owia abadwafo betena se ne obeti ba forward the danger man nka sa so ana Hassan Said Zakito mo betena nka se obed echiredi na captain siasia akomia sechi ono so betena nka ye bedidi koma hodo e dwumadie so nti kan ho efiri sabre ya kopim se ye bewie eye dwumadie no ebre so eso a ye bema obre na wafre ba bibia wo bia no wobetimi aba dwumadi nso cho number ne to 0322494401 0322494771 na oso aba na afedi oso wo no watimi ede atodwa ye kwa amanone na baba isa ede nsem ewa amanone ede eguo ede amaye this was where amefa we enu kan na fefensem ewa amanone no eguo emaye
Oniadofo uti Oyerepa 100.7 FM.
Anopay yamo special good morning na yamo akwaba emransan so yerenko fun close nsem ena eto so ewo weekends edition of today's sports live on Oyerepa TV, live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM. Anopay so nsem no doso na de disafata sa uche na utie ena yede esum wo ye live ewo Facebook pages so that is your socials no Oyerepa TV Ghana and Oyerepa Radio, Oyerepa TV Ghana, Oyerepa Radio. Na abusuam African Cup of Nations aho and yabasha same FP. Onim se ene and a third place playoff no etimi atodam oko Casablanca Mohammed the Fifth Stadium Egypt and Nigeria and a ebo game no 5 p.m. Now for Ochnam the Battle of the Lions, etimi atwasom the Taranga Lions of Senegal and the Alas Lions of Morocco, our Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium, our Rabat, and a game nom ebetimi atodam so far afkonom yamfon to just goza etimi apiem no de washedo do pa Brahim Diaz onom ewo the Alas Alliance of Morocco 5 goals and then some etimi aka 4 goals for them Muhammad Salah Gali and Victor James Osimhen as 4 goals each yede hon sem Emariat Mares Ahmad Diallo Sinayoku Ayub Ekabi and Adimola Lukman respectively amunina and some etimi as 3 goals yede san 7 etu anim enne anopen tentem so yanhwe the major leagues no French League 1 enra and a match day 18 na AS Monaco bebusa se ede na etu Monaco team yi AS Monaco etifiem our star Louis Day amusha bako amfam Lorraine ebomo eka miensam Paris Saint-Germain etrafiem our Parc de Princesse miensam Lille entimi anti ekarmo bie na Bali Bakola and after Usman Dembele about 2 goals Emma Paris Saint-Germain team enra na and then games way and etofem Lons etrafiem on AJ Auxerre and ebo game them 4 p.m. Now for Toulouse so and it means about 6 p.m. Our stadium de Toulouse now Angus and Olympic de Marseille 5 p.m. and then our start Raymond Cooper and I gave them a betting at them and then Ukuma Yeria Ebetra Ochna Strasbourg and it met a bomb our start de la Minao now for Nantes and Paris FC at the Abosom start de Rene and it Le Havre and a bomb Olympic Lyon about Brest our Groupama Stadium Nankopobwa Ochram 7:45 p.m. say and a table room a CATM after match day 17 a Lons and a early game woman our 40 points and recognition so Sir Paris Saint-Germain 18 kudim and also about 42 18 matches and a waiting abom Olympic de Marseille Tosomi and Sam 32 points Lille at Toso and 32 points Lyon at Toso and 30 points Rene Toso and Siam 30 points Messi Greenwood and LED the Gokin Osiakai Emma Olympic de Marseille 11 goals and then Sam etime aka anopay ye denina atu anim ewo djuma jensom and tentam so yemfio na fe yanhwe Bundesliga games outdoor ebetime atodwan over the weekend enra and match day 18 etime asase Veta Bremen SM Emma Anton Frankfurt so SM versus John Borussia Dortmund and them etrafiem our Signa and Iduna Park on St. Pauli and at the Airbosom at 2:30 p.m. FC Cologne and Mainz abom game no at 2:30 p.m. now for Hamburg SV and Borussia Mönchengladbach and so at the Abos some Elvis Park Stadion at 2:30 p.m. and at match them at them TSC Hoffenheim and then Bayer 04 Leverkusen 2:30 Prisor Arena and then game no Eltogram now for Visbeck and then Hettenham 1846 2:30 p.m. Viswaten Arena and at game no Eltogram 5:30 p.m. big game no RB Leipzig and then Bayern Munich Red Bull Arena Leipzig Chrome and at Samat them about me at top them you na or Bundesliga number 2 VfB Stuttgart and SC Union Berlin 2:30 p.m. M8P Arena Stuttgart Chrome Osburg Betterfield and Freiburg Airborne at 4:30 p.m. WWK Arena where match day 18 fixtures and yet at 2 and pay Yanka said a table room a CATM Bundesliga na Bayern Munich after 17 matches woman and a LED 47 points and a woman Dortmund Tosum Yunum 36 points RB Leipzig atoso miensam 32 points Stuttgart atoso 9 32 points Hoffenheim toso enum woman 30 points by 04 Leverkusen atoso ensia 29 points na osha emrantia amasha goals no dodopa ewo Bundesliga no man Hurricane ewo Bayern Munich 20 goals and Hurricane etimi asem Dennis Ondaf ewo Stuttgart and also ashe 10 goals Michael Olise ewo Bayern Munich 9 goals and watch and Luis Diaz of Bayern Munich and so etimi ashe 9 goals and play yade Bundesliga no diafimum ebanina atu anim ene anopay and tentem so yanko Italy na fe yanhwe match at day 21 ewo Serie A num anwa pizza tifiem ema Atalanta ene na be konte obia esenyanko eka baako enem matches na etwa so udinese etrafiem on Inter Milan ena ebom na game num eye Blue Energy Stadium ena match na etofem eye 2 p.m. Napoli ene Sassuolo ebo 5 p.m. game num eye Stadio Diego Armando Maradona Stadium Napoli ena game num betime atofem Cagliari ene Juventus ebom ewo Unipool Damus ewo Cagliari Chrome na fe otinam yenya Parma on Genoa and album ewo Ennio Tardini Parma Chrome Bologna and Fiorentina and album Renato Diarra na Torino and AS Roma at the Abani 5 p.m. our Stadio Grande di Torino na AC Milan and Lecce album our Stadio Giuseppe Meazza our Milano Nyankopombo watinam 7:45 p.m. Monday no Cremonese and Hellas Verona and album our Giovanni Zini na Lazio and Como album our Stadio Olimpico Roma Como way Monday night football match day 21 say and a table room at TM on say Inter Milan and LED after match day 20 46 points AC Milan atosum yodum 43 points Napoli atoso miensam 40 points Juventus atoso 39 points AS Roma atoso enum 39 points Como atoso ensiam 34 points and pay yade table no atu and say and top scorers no esi etie Lautaro Martinez our Inter Milan was 10 goals Christian Pulisic the American Maradona as 8 goals Osiakai Emma AC Milan Kenan Yedes our Juventus 7 goals Hakan Chahanoglu our Inter 7 goals Rafael Leao our AC Milan 7 goals Ossolini our Bologna 7 goals and of fame Nico Pass Esiakai MSS Fabregas Como and also etime access 6 goals and play here the top scorers of the Serie A at 2 and him I will Juma Jenson 10 times Yanko Spain na fe yanim kobom I Spain and play match day 20 na enra Espanyol tifiem Emma Girona ebon eka myenua wama antibie na Vladislav Vanat enya 2 goals nina Emma Girona Bobo Konom our RCD Stadium na nyankopɔn boa 1 p.m. ɛwɔ Stadio Santiago Bernabeu ɛyɛ Madrid ɛne Levante ɛna ɛbɔm na afei nomiɛnsa bɔ pound sima enum a ɛwɔ Estadi Mallorca ɛyɛ Real Mallorca ɛne Athletic Club Bilbao ɛna ɛdi ɛbɔ som 5:30 p.m. ɛwɔ El Sadar Pamplona nom Osasuna ɛne Real Oviedo ɛbɛbɔm Real Betis ɛbɔ Villarreal 8 p.m. ɛwɔ Estadio de la Cartuja ɛhɔm ɛyɛ biaya a game nom ɛbɛtumi atɔ fam wɔtenam Getafe ɛbɛbɔm Valencia 1 p.m. ɛwɔ Estadio Coliseum na afei Atletico de Madrid ɛne Alaves ɛyɛ 3:15 p.m. Real Metropolitano Celta Vigo ɛne Rayo Vallecano ɛbɔm ɔtena 5:30 p.m. ɛwɔ Balaidos na Real Sociedad ɛne Barcelona ɔtenam 8 p.m. ɛwɔ Donostia San Sebastian na Monday eche and Sevilla abom our Estadi Martinez Verayo a Monday night football say and La Liga table etie say the adiano higher than Barca phonum at the table number some on him say after match day 19 matches and Barcelona etime abom 49 points and a one and a Real Madrid to Tosum Yodum 45 points Villarreal atoso Miensam 41 points Atletico de Madrid atoso 38 points Espanyol atoso enum 34 points Real Betis atoso ensia 29 points na uche pitich na top scorers of the La Liga Kylian Mbappe Lotin our Madrid 18 goals and was and a 4 assists Ferran Torres of FC Barcelona our 11 goals 1 assist and after Robert Lewandowski of FC Barcelona 9 goals Chuku Hernandez our Real Betis 8 goals Lamine Yamal our 7 and Julian Alvarez and so our 7 Roman Aya Emanantia Amashe goals no do our La Liga Numa and play Yerasan 7 na to him on Oyerepa 100.7 FM live on Oyerepa TV. Now, Yanka the English Premier League a match day 22. Na early kickoff and then at 12:30 p.m. Emra Manchester United and Manchester City at the Alberson Old Trafford Manchester Cromwell na Amuya 3 p.m. Chelsea about film our Stamford Bridge so on a Brentford and at the Ebony na Leeds United and Fulham about 3 p.m. our Elland Road Leeds Cromwell Liverpool about film now on a Burnley at the Aboso Nomiansa and then our Anfield Liverpool Sunderland at film our Stadium of Light Sunderland Cromwell on a Crystal Palace and at the Aboso Tottenham Spurs and Western United Nomiansa and then and a game no program our Tottenham Spurs Stadium London Cromwell now for Nottingham Forest and Arsenal about 5:30 p.m. and then English Premier League and the very last game our the City Ground now Tottenham games metro so our Premier League room Wolves our game women Newcastle United Tottenham Molyneux Stadium and game program Aston Villa and Everton Abom our Villa Park 4:30 p.m. tonight Monday night football Brighton and the AFC Bournemouth Abom our the American Express Community Stadium 8 p.m. Monday and on side game ebetimi atoja say and the English Premier League table is etia Arsenal LED after match at 21 49 points Manchester City etoso myenum 43 points Aston Villa etoso myensam 43 points Liverpool etoso 35 points Brentford toso enum 33 points Newcastle United etoso ensia 32 points after Manchester United etoso enso 32 points Chelsea etoso enwochem 31 points Fulham etoso enko about 21 matches 31 points Sunderland etoso edu 30 points and amuwom na ohwe emrantia amashe goals no do ewo English Premier League goma Ellen Haaland and LED our Manchester City 20 goals Thiago our Brentford 16 goals and 27 our Manchester Manchester City 10 goals and Antoine Semenyo etimi asem Dominic Calvert-Lewin our Leeds United was set 9 goals. Bruno Guimaraes our Newcastle United 8 goals and was a Hugo Ekitike our Liverpool 8 goals and a Jean-Philippe Mateta Crystal Palace and also etimi ase 8 goals and opay ya doing na atu anim our Jumatano so live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM live on Oyerepa TV and opay our socials no so and opay dabaya Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa TV Ghana Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa TV Ghana na wa commente na wa say na unuanom enya bi etimi ahweme tosom afi Afcon update num na enra debisie na ohwa Sadio Mane onom ene Taranga Lions of Senegal kamufua ewomnom eko bompaye enti anopai on your TV yabashem emra omukoko bompaye na ohwe players nom omotojom omufi Moscow pie na otimi se nije wo ho wo mo bom nsem ne ajaja yatin na bato Oyerepa TV no so na fe enjoy video nom na onim se CAF esco meeting etimi to Emra less than 2 hours and a meeting only say a man for agenda be a sebia meeting kesiese enka ya church nyamam agukasa way and agenda aye kodwendwen omama obiabi na de tense some to face or suspension or meeting and say one kasam Ethiopia and woman the lines of South Africa and Botswana no woman na e twa him say ombetime hosti Afcon 2028 ama confirm say 2027 Afcon co-hosted by Tanzania, Kenya, and after Uganda. And your baby man, way ayanra, the team to Jamra, the Taranga Lions of Senegal players, it me a mosque, and yeah. Amuko bompaye onim senra na Juma Mubarak nti amudomo ko se alansa suchire ala se nyankopon boa here bo on Sunday wey the battle of the lions bibia ni wonma ala wuntimi nyaboa ne ni nkodim tomu wie yana ne amanfo di omati todom omo checha ne ajaja eno aye the Taranga Lions of Senegal and otwamom ewo Oyerepa TV so anopay na Nigeria and Egypt 49 happy say and third place playoff no onmienum and ebo na dobedin kodim no e was otwen watram na wako Rabat yewe finals between the Lions na onsom watu so age umedas enom eye reporter eka yensa enano pay enram onim say Egypt in Central Forum ene Hossam Hassan press conference wo mo ye no mu pie am say mo disrespect questions mo busa Hossam Hassan no as Morocco from Mune Egypt for one tawa yentna ha ema sade wentimi nkosom enti anura onim say Egypt in Central from and after Hossam Hassan omunyina etimi epie na Eric say ono na aye coach ema Super Eagles of Nigeria asise nyame na dom na after Afcon 2025 awram 2026 owie na sa odaye manager at ema Super Eagles of Nigeria what the place bebre and another team say ya hu akọ Adams mom say amamba team no mo modern bomb ekọ nanim no sa and therefore from ebetimi aba gonfed indeed say we bibian see say koban say we Afcon no as a captain ne pe and say Eric say betimi atnam na what was so aye manager ama Super Eagles of Nigeria Kevin Bassi and the manager Eric say and the two say Afcon ya ekosu on to be more 3 center backs a day our Afcon on for Kevin Bassi D and Frank can say oh bonomo depa what say here woman ma 10 a.m. in terms of seeing different day as a center back in surgeon forward bibia excellent and Eric say on Kevin Bassi ya da won some atu anim and play na enram on himself FIFA chief of global football development a professor Asavinga on the Afcon technical study group etimi shai and oboma basom or sit Ukrainian the intensity of the competition also okay stage odua amudi host team tournament so nani at home and the level of play talent and near ekosom e team num nani ade na on the technical study group ni share no and some say and Professor Savenga the tutor.
I would say overall the competition was very intense, and it's a characteristic of modern football. The intensity was very high. The mental attitude of all the teams was very strong, and the physical level was absolutely unbelievable. The intensity was superb. So, and the competition was very competitive. When you watch the games, it's very difficult to predict who will win the game, and so the level of the teams are very close, and but at the end of the day you have two teams in the final who had that fraction more of technical level and maturity. I was impressed by the level of the coaches, I would say, and I'm very happy as well to see that now you have African coaches who lead the African teams, and that is good news. It shows as well that the organization level was very high, that the decision made by the coaches was very good during the games, and overall that is very positive. It shows as well that there is no gap anymore, and that information today in modern
now I know I am Professor Savenga Nensema or the Atuja and pay now questions be a Koyama Hosam Hassan Enra Emma Bufo by a Ebinye officer a young Motimbona Kosro and I Otna Hoyo Homa Trama Quensem a free tournament room and I would say man for Simiano a sansa journalistic ethics no olake and to minimum at the amount na one atia and I face summer machine woman and then I want to be more infant Super Eagles of Nigeria and now woman ebo at the etiam woman young form Super Eagles of Nigeria I am sama if Egypt national team etoja and play now I say we have to go back to Nigeria with a third place and I Eric say also many be on bayo dancer amu coffee wombe coffee with a title abusiam ebane say ya ni akọ archives ni akaka ho kakra onim say Nigeria the 7 previous third place playoff omotawe ni pa 1978 1976 1984 1962 sa third place playoff ni ya womo win ye Eric say osene also mo de ko
because the regional armies we have to come back in Nigeria with the service.
When Feden Didi and Suchemu, our Super Eagles of Nigeria camp, Sir Amuko Siakaina, Eko do penalties, sir. Koya Mufaso, a take penalties, no, in Chemu say, and on the buy.
How long they feel like yes, you want because we are the players at that time. And people don't understand when it comes to penalty, they start to ask, who will play? Is that about now you will play? So it's about the people say, oh, I want to play penalty. You understand? So at that moment it's about who will play penalty. So it's about studying the play about the feeling of I want to play penalty, I want to draw from my mission, I want to score penalty.
Akko Adams are a player I'm Super Eagles of Nigeria and also a botany coach Eric Shell so unlocking talent and was improving na attacking quite faso attacking as a striker.
How will this experience help you when you go back to Sevilla? Because you're still trying to settle in. Playing at the AFCON, it's a completely different environment, different atmosphere. Playing with Victor Lukman help you when you go back to Sevilla?
I think the positive thing is I have now, through the coach, the boss, discovered that I can play in a more central part of the pitch in Sevilla I play more as the center forward.
Okay.
So for me, this is a new discovery, and I know my coach is watching as well. Going back to Sevilla now, I already know my role as the center forward, so I won't have so much complications.
Thank you, Akwa, and I wish you all the best for the future.
Thank you very much.
Akko Adams and Koma Wati, and no Dr. Patrice Mochepe, ono a CAF president. Na what mete consensus among for HS the standard of officiating or Afcon Webuno or Fem in Shebununi.
What is important is what the ordinary football supporter and the spectator thinks. So, of course, I had a meeting with all of the referees and with all of the VR operators and the match commissioners before the competition started. And I said to them, we have to officiate you. We are proud of you. You've got to officiate every match at the highest level, with the highest degree of integrity, impartiality, independence, and also there's a recognition amongst all of us that what the ordinary supporter thinks about football is critically important. And we've got to
na Senegal for no complain yo na no be say so unso be complaining na mo ko very ba no suro Senegal for no lot official complain say am rival ewo Rabat no treatment na nkoye hotel am da standard no of them and I take it allocation for am fans for the finals any nkoye enti enom ayen semwa homote amam ene Afcon form penny for say amonhwe so emfa ema amontantem so emfio na fe yanko England ni nkomo kakra ewo England anopay Michael Carrick ade atudwa say deda ewa bonteno emfa pressure bia emfa nto on any team no so concentration ewo Manchester derby ene ebetodwa so we say ay early kick off 12:30 or say the boys no ay ready for the game and the Michael Carrick and I say I'm eager to succeed me pesa me successful and Manchester United yes be amaba and I'm be coach keke na me call yes be amaba and I'm dino and me de baby be keke was say your team active bibim Emma Manchester United that is Michael Carrick manager Emma Manchester United you Ferdinand at the two jam or say since Sir Alex Ferguson FE Manchester United no 49 players and a team no na officer only 3 players but and I live it up to the expectations out of 49 players since Sir Alex Ferguson free team no amabam Manchester United and Sape and I live it up to the expectation Zlatan Ibrahimovic Ibrakadabra Cristiano Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes and Rio Ferdinand and I say another officer Antonio Conte and I say Roberto Di Zerbi and I say Oba na Obe coach and Manchester United Obe club no Rio Ferdinand.
We've had every single type of manager so far. We've had the wily old Louis van Gaals, the experience of him and someone like Jose Mourinho, just probably not at his Chelsea peak, but still a top manager and a massive name with a great character, knows the Premier League. We've had the young upcoming managers like Ten Hag and Amorim. We've had the local legends that have played for the club. We now probably need to go down the lunatic road. We need to go down the people that are passionate and a bit gunslinger type who just go at it and won't have it from the media. Will be hard maybe to handle for the club owners and the people that operate in football. Maybe will be a harder call in terms of making sure they manage them. When I say lunatic, there's only 2 people that I'm looking at right now and going, it might have to be someone like this. And by the way, lunatic isn't being disrespectful. It's just people that are very, very different and don't care when they're going to ruffle some feathers.
And no, you're Ferdinand the Glazers, Sir Jim Radcliffe, and in your snow, Asia. Na amo dwendwe kwaya ambefa so asi amu new stadium nom na se said ye amasi ginaye se ambepa private investment partners na fe amanya commercial partners na fe stadium amapesa amusima Manchester United no amatimi anya now William Saliba ose one Gabriel Mega yes am partnership no the best na amutuo mo ase ose so jibo na onim se piato ha Gabriel Jaho ose hard work and coaching and amadu babia amatimi adu empempeyi Casemiro obetrega ne extra a year our Manchester United this was certain number of games at least 35 in all competitions so we born side games media and yes 1 year activation then some ebetime aka na or say have the changes at Manchester United change feeling into the Manchester derby when Rooney and I say I think they can changes abanom adama Manchester derby no near bia sasana and when Rooney say ebetimasi.
It's a massive game for the club for Michael. I think what Michael will do is bring a bit of calmness and a bit of grit to the game, which I think is needed.
The atmosphere will be a load better, won't it?
It should be, yeah. Everyone will be singing its Carrick, and all that stuff. But how long will it last? You know what I mean? I think the players need to either smash someone or in the first couple of minutes just keep everyone going, like because obviously City haven't been great in the league.
Or the last three in the league.
During the last three. Same as the time. Obviously having Ahmad back and Bumo back I think is huge, and Bumo's probably been our best player this season. We missed the lit and I'm a little bit worried about us defensively.
I think got to be measured. City are a far superior team and we saw how well they played at Newcastle in midweek and so they should win, but a one-off game in Old Trafford and
Nah, Harry Maguire, so say Michael Carrick a different energy and about Manchester United if say about club no. And someone if Harry Maguire no say about Ochem some money jawaba Michael Carrick no or the energy for cry and about him no.
Yeah, I think he's trying to bring new energy, new ideas, without drilling us too much at this moment tactically. I think he just wants to bring the energy back in the building, and I think that's so important. Obviously, this club is scrutinised, a lot of eyes on it all the time, analysed, and a lot of people can lose a little bit of energy within that. And Michael's played here, he's obviously performed in unbelievable teams, and he's been a magnificent player, so he knows what it's like to win here and what you need in a team and a group of people and a group of staff. And I feel like he's brought a lot of energy to this week, and I think the players have brought into it.
What do you mean by energy? Because energy could be...
Now, Michael Carrick said, European football, Ababwa Manchester United, and Yankupombo also mo fight na 2025-2026 ikoye na 2026-2027 United in European football. That's the Champions League.
As the Manchester United head coach, and how does it feel to be sat in that chair today?
Very two different roles. Sat in this chair in front of you lot's very different to the role in coaching. Yeah, listen, it's fantastic to be here. It's a great feeling for me to be in this position. You know, I think played different roles for this club and learned to fall in love with the club for so long, and it's a massive part of my life and has been for so long. And so I'm fully aware of the position I'm in. You know, in so many different ways. So. As well as that, I'm
Oliver Glasner a confirm say obefi Crystal Palace in June on to asubiem ewo the Sales Park and a city and I agree 20 million pounds and I'm there for Crystal Palace centre back Magehi okoye jumam ama womwom Pep Guardiola confirm say Oma Mamouche onim da about returning and you see ombusan say na sena Egypt ball the third and fourth place play of Nuya Japan and Oma Mamouche return so onim na Rio Ferdinand say Antonio Conte and I say Dizebi Bako manager and for Manchester United na Magay wages Obenyam Manchester City is around £300,000 per week, £300,000 pounds per week. Tijani Reinders at the Atujasa Amudie, Womu Pa, Sa Ambekati Arsenal, said the Tibia Arsenal, no, Wombechomum, Rodri, I'll see very soon, about starting about 90 minutes consistently, and no, I Pep Guardiola and Tibia, you Sir Rodrigo Cascante, about 90 minutes consistently, and no, I am some Pep, and the Atuja net spent since Pep Guardiola and Jenny 2016-2017 up to 2025-2026 Manchester United and LED a year 128 million pounds and a spending Arsenal Manchester United 1,281 million pounds 1,281 million pounds and a net spend of Manchester United since 2016-2017 to 2025-2026 Arsenal etosom 939 million pounds Chelsea etoso miensam 875 million pounds and Tottenham Spurs etoso 795 million pounds City 605 million pounds. West Ham United etosunsiam 587 million pounds. Newcastle United 538 million pounds. Liverpool etoso enwoche 491 million pounds. Where a net spend of clubs since Pep Guardiola journey 2016-2017 to 2025-2026 season. Now, Zemi Redknapp Edia to just onim sebie on Discabe Ryan Cherki or ye super player and officer a lot and Otibemam Pep Guardiola and team nom enough of sittings and seven yanko and a slot and a swear on that train Emma Liverpool or say a difficult say Obeka say a fee made Premier League a fee made FA Cup a fee made the Champions League or say it is difficult na nkaka Jawasa amoyenom wombeye na an slot and Musa Mohamed Salah afkonom o no na Jabena was spreading on you oh Mpesaba Kabebre at afa Muslim money we the game and no me happy say Mohamed Salah Gali and say I return beam Milos Kekes a player Emma Liverpool or say Liverpool store it's me the Premier League no money ye adie here says here a consistency say I'm very matches outdoor I'm Liverpool and we some Milos Kekes and to drum and then I'm play my main come Mikel Arteta na so ye Mikel Arteta trainer Emma Arsenal na or say adia o kamo biate and say amumere somebody in the games still they want to win games and when some Mikel Arteta and then I'm play or bought me plus number so wait and tiasia amanyam at the amano ono as a manager and then some onuanom at the tuga and I'm play Mikel Arteta on Martin Zubimendi and I said why improving a lot occupy different spaces in the team and you p and now the Arsenal Bobo Korum Arsenal is building very good momentum says the manager Mikel Arteta 4 trophies over Jana and Chimwini.
I think we are building very good momentum and belief comes from performances and the level of consistency that we have shown throughout 32 games already this season and what we did the other day at Stamford Bridge. It should help us to be very convinced that we have the ability to do that, but the reality is that you have to show it in every game and there's still so much to happen. But we are glad that we are still alive in the 4 competitions.
It's what Mikel Arteta and Tuga Alansera and HMSM and Concoya Fusa and my Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, and Arsenal, no, a very difficult Nottingham Forest, because a lot of issues at here Arsenal, or Pisa Arsenal, everything could him na Hugo Ekitike, or say he's someone who smells football. And no, I have flowing words and no same or you'll be a more pampino or te who go Ekitiki.
I was talking about beautiful player to watch, like is one of them. Like I play against him in Germany, but it's someone I was watching, you know, like his game because I just love the way he played. It's like it's someone like who smells football He's a really good footballer, and like obviously I think like we speak the same language of football. Like that's why we click, and we just needed time like to play with each other to become even more stronger links and to play like a good football. Because I think we speak the same language, and it's really nice to share the pitch with that kind of player.
Eno ayahugo ekitike Liverpool striker and out and karam David Moyes say yansu here bi enye de bia na be City nye de bia na be Chelsea yansu so winter transfer window yi I will say October akumyo bim etime eba Chelsea training Liam Rosina dia tudam say against Fulham a very difficult there number wise percent kunim jam ebetime aba let us ekute on Chelsea sia and it's a Chelsea as I said Inter Milan 18 come on Alexandro Bastoni amram amaya tumam amatim no talks are not in advance nemom omo sasem etwim come on kakra and your reporter eka yensa and no pay Brentford boss Kate Andrews and I say Liam Rosina by otu so the energy from abatim num the game no anoba day nemom they want to win the game and your Kate Andrews and seba or the etuka and no pay the American say Aston Villa Madrid midfielder Dennis Ceballos amram amaya juma ama team no na anto semanyo story no ahomati mihu ya na manager pa onim se kata Ghanaian footballer anto semanyo na omo ebona baso ewo UK House of Commons the talent sportsmanship was shown na onim sem Bournemouth East Labour MP Tom Hills, a Bournemouth East Labour MP Tom Hills, and I describe it as superstar and a pit and a giant top scorer.
AFC Bournemouth has just said goodbye to Antoine Semenyo, who's been a superstar on the pitch and a gentleman off it, taking out a full-page ad in the Bournemouth Echo to thank fans for the memory as he sadly went for Manchester City. In Bournemouth we need more players like him. That means getting kids outdoors, off their phones, which is why I back raising the minimum social media age to 16. It also means supporting play spaces, youth centres and grassroots football facilities for clubs like Boscombe Albion, Kings Park Dynamos, Queen's Park Ladies and Generation Elite. What is the department doing to support our young kids?
So can I thank him for such a moving tribute, and I think the whole house will join him in supporting those words. And
the OTA UK House of Commons Emra MP Bournemouth East Labour Tom Hills Ebo Antoine Semenyo Abaso. We are proud of Antoine Semenyo. Now yamra Spain na yenim komokaka was Spain and play Abelua say in Ukraine advantage award and it's a Federico Valverde. Apart from goalkeeping, baby, other two are signing. Are you happy? Say a sa player and what the team no more to just say supporters in Huru Madrid, say supporters in Huru Madrid do. On there, the concentration in our gamer and then on it Lavente Elbow so victory. Etime Eba Samuel Mtiti or say Vinicius Junior is still Vinicius Junior. I have them and I was say Amunyam Emma Vinicius Junior. I have competed very well at the Real Madrid or Didier our player no pass support and here Luis Figo or say Sauka Abeluana the commitment board no ewo wonu and commitment ketwa board no at the Abelua Dipa and team prepare I was supporters no support Abeluana fe o team deliver Emma Madrid and I said Ethiopia Madrid and play them ni say appointed a manager in the summer. Abelua we are dear Coco Jawan Kra. Appointed a manager in the summer. And your reporter, Eka Yansa and a dream of Madrid supporters. Say Zidane Bekoti Madrid Namunti. Zinedine Zidane. Former steps no. Assassin, sir, after World Cup, Obe take over the French national team. And he in your video beer now on a French FM editing coma. He said, Young Comonum at them now ahead of a Lavente game and then Avaro Abeloa at SMP and I ultimately at to guide of the game preparation injury list and your data report to be F Spain Brami Rest Studios as a Kylian Mbappe may be part of the team. Ningina Ochuchim.
Yes, obviously we're fully focused, full of energy, really looking forward to tomorrow's match. For us, it's a fundamental game. It's crucial to stay in the fight for La Liga. Coming back to our stadium, to the Bernabeu, in front of our fans, is something that motivates us a lot. And we want to back up that motivation with a great performance. Well, that's probably because you didn't see me coming in early when I was at Castilla either. I usually arrive early. And yes, there's a lot of work here, obviously. I said it on the first day. I came to sit in this chair to work. From day one until the very last day. Until I leave. I'm going to give the best of myself and work as many hours as necessary to put this team where it belongs and fight to win every possible title. I have a lot of respect for the opinion of the Bernabeu. I understand that Real Madrid fans may feel hurt or disappointed with us, but I'm going to ask them to support their players. In the 123-year history of Real Madrid, the great achievements, the great moments, and the titles have always come when the Bernabeu has stood behind its players. Juanito once said that 90 minutes at the Bernabeu are very long. And he didn't mean 90 minutes against Real Madrid's players. He meant at the Bernabeu. And that's what I'm asking of our fans. Despite the disappointment they surely feel, to stand by us, support us, and help make this season as good as we all want it to be. Well, I'm not unaware of everything that's being said. And if anyone is looking for my words to be a criticism of Xavi or his coaching staff, they won't find it. They'd be completely wrong. What happened in Albacete was a lack of ideas, a lack of play, a lack of
Eno aya Avaro Abelo Amasa o kasa se kra o Madrid team de on fi susa dun coach jaido Lamine Yamal omo ya around Lamine Yamal ye teri omo say no bia no mdo bata no we ensentweni no mo hu se da bi wo de ensema wo ka e de fa club no ho ensema wo ka e de fa am player no ho no nya seni image a am mfom hu ntwitwi na mom odo hu ntwitwi om na kan se mpade a am nsom e no benante Mark Andre ter Stegen they met him HM said move to Girona no they said there is in final stages abeko akobolon ama wom na Marcus Rashford told him said na otwi mama a lot of update on Marcus Rashford say abetra man abetra Barcelona na say am ready say am trigger me release a clause na I 20 million euros to 25 30 million euros na I was say am the trigger release clause no am nyoma dwese sika no metua and the reporter eka yensano pay na Barca a reporter chesa am nyoma nim and from free Julian Alvarez so store am main striker am try him say one be sign no Nyankopon bo sama aye Julian Alvarez of Atletico de Madrid na kudabi wo Barca the team any Joe Fernandez were taking decisions at winter or free Barca team no masa Lamine Yamal Joe mudi kodabi wo team we mu a masa wo mo chance no me kope ba bia me kwa me nya bia bo entenom aye report ba Hansi Flick were disappointed in the boy sense oni akodani team come at sharing say announce time about very soon I mean ko Italy na fe yene kakram e wo Italy anopay na Commander non speno abusia ewo lete ebeba na we into by return to Milan na for be adwuma ama AC Milan ahead of Cagliari Luciano Spalletti Conceição and Gattina etimi recover whom Federico Chiesa say he only wants a Juventus and Opposition came on Juventus a contacted Crystal Palace for Gian Felipe Mateta 40 to 45 million euros and Gennaro Gattuso reporters or consider say Marco Verratti ebesamba team no be adwuma e de amatim Vincent Kompany say obia bona baso Vincent Kompany yanya udeni uye bue san say edin who why and ebetimi ase buy money control shows especially in the Bundesliga or say against RB Leipzig I was say and couldn't dem etimi eba na the players the likes of of Joshua Chemic no omanyina you ready for the game and you Vincent Company and in some way atuja and anopay live on Oyerepa TV live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM anopay yengina so na yamfanko phone close on seminum and fancy on weekend edition of today's sports nebom before boss player and in the team no ebeja konyana fe and some gua bama so be papa mu na fe ma baba mu no atiase ye no yan konkon ya ho adwo kanjen energetic drinking water bodunsuo wo mu ha ye no 18 komom Steve good morning.
Good morning.
Say bibia fine.
Erade don bibia fine. Bibia fine.
Anopen so da fofra nyame dia cheye. Yentie the orifi kanjen energetic drinking water for sueba.
Right. Etie for my yenchamo na ye mama kwa aba bio kanjen energetic drinking water ya sanso aba masuye na anope ye ka kanjen energetic drinking water enye nsuo bia se alkaline water wa Ghana ene Ghana nyina agye atoma region bia obi wram bia ye wo ho we 1 liter 1 liter bottle no and afin so we so the 500 ml just say we mako 12 in a pack 30 Ghana cedis we so mako 6 in a pack and so 30 Ghana cedis we mako 2 no mienu we baako just say we 500 ml into we ni fa anyway into we no ne pack na shemu 12 and away so ne pack na shemu 6 we ya alkaline water obetimi enya ewa Ghana kan na wo pa alkaline water to wa Ghana ha na edin so obenya bi na ka alkaline water ni nyina no me pa cho eno any kangen energetic drinking water na dia me ni edi hu nkomo no pe samre sese unya kangen energetic drinking water ni bi enom minerals ewo nsuo no no ene eso mfaso die ekire se nsuo no kangen nsuo no minerals ewom ena afin so mfaso ewo minerals anase minerals na ewo mu no mfaso e de brain enti ba bia wo bia no bomoden se bra wo hwe TV anase wo hwe wo social media no numbers no na wo screen so no bomoden na fa na place wo order sisi ano pay amika say team no are ready e wo office wo bo adwuma se na tie o place wo order na o free ya the delivery cars no ebeko out ano pay na o mako deliver major distributors omo je huge and afin so na ankran so omo to no monthly no any omo so omo top various packs no ni nyina konti bomodin say obetimi afre na wonsa aka number no 0241 44 91 0241 44 91 make us say ya bomode na frɛ na kanje na energy drinking water de maka sɛ uhyia na ɛma ne nsan ho nkɔ uyi obi a wotɔ nsu a ɛma obi mo shop ɛma sɛ ɔpɛ alkaline water wabra obɛba na ebi eni hɔ kane no na manfo fra bruchiri ɛba Ghana dodo na wɔde wɔn nsuo ɛba san sɛ ɛpɛ bi no na ɛyade a open nsu a ne pH no ɛno yɛ alkaline range a wontaa enya. But because of kangen energetic drinking water, obi fra bruchire bakra na onen han ho mfa ne nsuo nyeden emma sanse bottle na efe package no kama technology no so no no advanced technology ena yede ena afin so no pH no so no 7.5 to 8.5 pure alkaline water. Now anope ye pese ye prove say kangen energetic drinking water na ye kan wasem no obeka se nsuo bia ye nsuo ba pese kire se nsuo bia enye nsuo sa nsuo we difference ewom na kangen energetic drinking water no purely alkaline water. 2 also containing minerals enuane nuo ewom ena 3 contain ade friend micro cluster ade an ensuo no anyone yankitinkitinkitinkitin bo ni pedua no a ye kise akoye den akoyi efi nyina firi ni pedua no na ama cells no aya live sene etie na yebeko na yahwe yebeko screen so na yahwe the various videos bi kakra anas edika yebehwe the pH of nsuo no ohwe pH scale na yekase nsuo ya mineral water anas nsuo no alkaline water yeche se ni pH no o test ya unya color blue anas unya color purple na ohwe picture ya that screen so ya ohwe TV no me pacho ohwe picture at that screen so na ohwe left side na benkum fem no o se ya 4.0 5.0 6.0 ni nyina age na omade acid na utest nsuo bia na onya color yellow ana sample lemon green ana sample no light green and etete sa no 6.6 nyina no chese nsuo no acid ewom number no wo fem a na se acid ewom no ewo soro na you can say nsuo pure water just say pH no ɛyɛ 7.0 into we share screen no so a on say you was 7.0 ɛno ɛyɛ neutral ne just say adantem ɛno ɛnyɛ acidic water ɛno so a ɛnyɛ alkaline water wonom a nipadua no ɛmfa how ɛmmerɛ de nanso na hoɔden ɛnte sɛ alkaline water na wo share ɛkɔ right side na wo se atwe alkaline no on say test na esisi so no cap no nsuo na we test ya o say color na eba no blue and they just say the alkaline ebi so purple and they just say alkaline water and that is Kangen energy drinking water na ye pese e kire say nsuo alkaline water no contain minerals na de na chese Kangen no so alkaline ti say ne yat bruni na test or the pH scale na to screen so de na chese Kangen so te sa afi yemra studio ne yemra me prove say ne tie na Kangen energy drinking water no enti bomode fa number ne sisi ana frɛ nsuo de no nsuo esi nsuo ye nkwa na nso nye nsuo bia ene ye nsuo saa so this is Kangen energy drinking water 1 liter enti me bie we monokora ye ntia no ma menyere me ho na me nchim yi na me mie no kama okay so that is it enti me bie we no we normal friends a disposable cup so me hwie gum na fe ma test nsuo no na ya hwe na ya ka testing na yanko screen so na ya hwe we pH indicator pH scale pH tester ebi ne picture and that's we imported straight from Japan energy company na o produce can or manufacture Kangen water machine or more than manufacture pH tester we can correct set traffic light no udru wa green red are red o the so nsuo no ma be change color enti yemra back to studio so enu bi ene kutam e wa hai we from Japan enu na bruni EU so ena Ghana han so no Kangen energy water limited so pe say Ghana fo nya nsu papa enom enu nti ene yeso ya boy homode ya important nyina e dia ba ye di juma enti we yemfa nso nsuo no mu ennom na mu ye de so nsuo no mu e de test se nsuo no alkaline ana sample no acid wom enti we different water eno no enye Kangen water enti mame mfa nso mu na hwe afi mi so mu no so obehun kala no sa uzumi kakra obo sa we no ye ko the picture ready kind to so no obo se ye test bi no so kala na bi yellow ebi orange ebi nso lemon green ene ye catch us say de yellow no se acid ye den ewom enti we different water enye Kangen water mame okay mame famra ne sei mfamra me nsem sei na ye zumi a watimi ehunu ye good enti on say kala no yes on say kala no yellow so as yellow as it is no say we acidic water now you improve Kangen energy drinking water na me hwe gu this different cup no mama say hwe kakran count Kangen water no eni the same pH indicator no pH tester no and you improve say Kangen water na purely alkaline water and you know and minerals ewom into your test Kangen no so 1 2 after you test the same pH tester na you dey test we na ma yellow no that same pH tester no Kangen water ni purely blue enti ya wo be ka se nsuo bia ye nsuo bia nya nsuo sa aha nsuo bia nya nsuo sa o za Kangen water no purely blue enti obetimi azumi aba nanim o say we pure Kangen water ni purely blue water enti wo say that is alkaline eniane no ne den ewom kama na we nso no nsuo by test here no say we dem all den pure yellow checha say as acid here den e wo soro afi yam konko hwe say that enti number no that is Kangen energy drinking water we e ka say ye betima ye test bebre Kangen water no eno na wo de ye tea a wo ye so de besi jaso tea bag unya wo tea bag a wo de faso me say keke enti me yanko hwe broni ni picture no a ono so all demonstrate your person hwe Kangen water na ho den enti waje tea bag na wo hwe nsuo ni bi ade agum yes this is the illustration so wo hwe TV no so a wo say we Kangen water machine we friend level look 501 we K8 Kangen water K8 machine no o produce nsuo no direct from the machine. That's the Kangen energy water machine no and or the produce and what produce you no waso or the no AC or yes or the no AC or we so a different water and also wasa tap water and answer different bottle water the ekuta broni tea bag ti se ne wakodwa so no wakwakoto uti tea bag yibia na wodi ba be ti afa na wodi nsuo be sija so na no ba be ye no kra tea bag ba ko pe e na obetim dey tea amade pa ba ko we or the tea bag ba ko no ba be kire the same tea bag no the hwe or say nsuo na wo the other gallon no manas the other bottle no e na odi so mu no obon se o hwe se minerals nsuo no betima kire the same nuane no nsuo no mu ana or the tea bag na so mu a wa hu hwe but Kangen water no produce from machine no also the tea bag ni so mkeke offense ja so atwe emu nuane nuro no amansu a ani no ahya se yellow eche se aduane na woti no den twe that is the power of kangen energy drinking water. But or the same tea bag no e so the other water no ma uhu he entime ntwe because nuane no nya den enim. This is kangen energy drinking water. Entia na obi ka se nsuo bia ye nsuo a nsuo bia nye nsuo won test ye ntia ba se wa test ya bon sampa kangen energy drinking water minerals e wo mu no ano ohye na no den enti bomodin se ufie. That is the kangen water any machine no esi ono K8 machine we no buy how you use na ne bo no the air den e bi e $9,000 e bi $5,000 e ko o convert ba Ghana sika mu anya sem ketwa enye obi a na betimi ato eno nti yemra back to studio eno nti e na yai den ya produce kangen water no kama eya 1 liter and as a pack 30 Ghana cedis 30 Ghana cedis uni ufie obetimi ano ya wabusua bi wo no ma omo order for the month bosome ni nyina oni ni fie bo 20 packs 30 packs 50 packs 40 packs oni ni fie bosome nyina bosome ni so ya no masa place order na ya deliver because you free delivery anyway mako nsia 1 pack 30 cedis ena afen so we enketo no 500 ml no eno so mako 12 1 pack and also go for 30 Ghana cedis. Ya no pay for numbers na frame me guso ameka sa me sorry me member no aso na mo odi for number no ofra question bi o person obisa fa kangen energy drinking water ho no obisa ye be yiwa no o place order so a be bi o wo no ye be deliver e dia mo free number no 0241 44 91 91 0241 44 91 91 kangen energy drinking water ofre na place order na no pay ye be deliver the amount na obe no be wie no obe di wadanse ye sampa ye wonsu a ye test ya amount blue which is pure alkaline water any we nsu bi ho so ya packaging fe na so be test no na amount yellow a che say acidic drinking water menom acid na wo cells emu nom alkaline water na wo cells enyankwa.
Okay, Steven ye beda say Elder Steven no na ya tenenka e de African for asue that's ene ye be say hia bim na bibia wo bia no kanjin for matimi e de abretefo ene ahwefo a edume me da say ne yetena say ne de weekend edition of today's sports eba omo ekan ho eme de dwumade ne eba ye da se bebre ye be say hia bim. Okay, kanjin for so ene ye ko ye toa ye agudie mu ensem no so sports lawyer ewi na ma no ne ensem no mama hwe ye Kwame Adumako si watching the show live at time. Kwame Adumako yeda say wanya bre adaje na ohe show ni sa so na Derek Ejete or say I'm watching you live. Okay, Derek yeda say ma Benji infensi eno we yaba or say no one should blame coach Didi Dramani when has the folk lose because sometimes it's not his fault. Hussein, how could you miss this opportunity against Dreams FC? Okay, no no so there our day aba no yaw sebe edi framokuma himfie was watching the show live Gospel Oak Barbering Shop opposite Kandahar Sport Amokum. Arsenal will beat Nottingham tonight and Man City will draw with Manchester United. Okay, Kofi Ajman Blackman was good morning watching you live inside Pig Farm in Accra. Kofi yeda say we bob watin say welcome back to Kotoko abetamwa ono so de awde aba enono we so hwan Filippo Kwabrika say was striker weekend edition of today's sports is airborne and clear here. Manchester United will beat Manchester City this afternoon. Greetings to my daughter Frimpong Manson Echa and my mother Auntie Mary of Geniso. Okay, and also need the ode aba no Afrani Isaac Eddie free South Africa and do about say good morning Jibo. Please, did you see the Dreams go yesterday against us? Dreams score a clean goal. Kodowa is winning today. Fabulous. Nyame ensa ewum eno eye afani Isaac dear our day abanono. We so say Baba is someone sombra haneti. Good morning Jibo. Uti. We need our players to back up a little. Na even Akosua Sewa, if she announced he is coming to Baba Yara Sports, the place will be full to capacity. What does he say?
Any man I could say, so Castle call by arrested Mrs. Ya, Monfo Copa, Yaraka, Nano say, put na evidence near class of Bacotocode, Babo by arrested, or found some co. I was a pleasant pretty modern boom.
so that the fans will come. But now I said, no, can any players more than Munkwana boss with your supporters across stadium? Because that's where Manchester United more, Chelsea more performing up to where City and Liverpool more performing. But in just a fans across stadium, Madrid ne Lavente stadium na Madrid. But said say Madrid and fa. Nti factors no doso. Factors ma supporters across stadium na doso.
Okay. Yen twaso Eugene Abuaji Kumi ono so de ode aba eni o say watching the show live Abetama will bring more efficiency in our attack. Good morning my brother. Good morning Eugene Abuaji Kumi. Afene so ye mante eye wonka ewo eye message krama menu akọ krama ba se bibia boko de enwoma ekoso kama. Justice Anam Osijibo, please have you guys stop highway sports? Okay, there be yenyaye ebeka ho asem. Why? Ebe ya announcement Tanzania so redwumadi so. Nti Justice Anan for fidie ne etoa. Zagito akwaba. Bibia boko de. Bafo akwaba bibia boko de.
Boss mpacho ejana daruma.
Branti bo se fe no Asare Prince. Or the message be by
a Prince Asare no.
But the deba say Asare Prince.
Yes, Miss my friend Prince Asare.
O say Kotogo players no. Omo de moso kakra. Na e kan ho bi na stadium no kura nipa anye dey enko no. Na sisi ye ma me akusu asewa. Oya announcement sisi e kura so baba baba post won nko a obe fele stadium. Na mo players dudu say Kotoko.
Many Prince ya adwene. It's just say Kotoko themselves as an entity. Players neka home, management neka home, technical team ka home, particularly the supporters leadership no. Omuntimi package wo mo ho betimi draw crowd. Me patcho so ati dem chena se a. Ohun se de ye kan nyina no. Eye se ne obe present wo ho a ebe ma edom be pese wo be di wachi. Kotoko nya bibia eda ho no mo a ade chia no pa eye se ene ne Kotoko na me nkohwe de omunko ye omunko no nothing attract the attention of the individual se on so de se okudi akire udo pa Kotoko for pa se ye se ma me akoso so ye se obekọ na nzen ana onyako
ene de minim ho
ase metiti se obekọ so onyanko so se de ati me ye ka miminka so se onyanko ya Kotoko for pa omo engage no say omo home match next Sunday onka so obeba se duhe se ho nyema
obema ho afele
me se Kotoko popa ma me ko so se wa ko siada se Kotoko ne omo bo ba bi enu ne omo next home match Kotoko fon fan ka ho se ma me ko so se wa se wo ba stadium no
side attraction
so mo hesa ka stadium ho nyema mini ai Prince apia ya adwene ana Prince de on se we rin
Asare
Prince Asare mini me adwene mini anu no a Prince me we are in the same soup
mo announce say ma me akusu ase we bo ho be ma
omo pa ma me so mo onko na omo next home match ono wo se opese obeta akro bi achi no mo hwe se ho nyema anaba hu ni pe ko sha mo both Accra and Kumasi airport.
Okay, Brother Kevin say teams play every weekend. The woman will come there once, but if he comes every day, as time goes on, no one will attend again.
And no could be true, but teams play every weekend. If teams are giving you something exciting every weekend, you want to go and watch. So you should think about that. If teams are giving you something exciting every weekend, the entire Minia Prince na some more canon a defeat on no the say Kotoko performance keep dwindling every weekend. It keeps dwindling every weekend. Your own good friend Elvis Hesse Herman, former NCC chairman, he has drawn the knife through the throat of the House of Folk players, slitting it with blood flowing out. I say, today's House of Folk players, they don't fit to wear the jersey to represent the oak tree, the mighty oak tree.
Baby, I will you and I the house so they are
say your players, you know. Send your woman, stars, stars, almost so do baby your coaches no esobo every year almost ya yanka bin tell almost the players themselves are also not performing. Everyone who is right said
I'm on a chance no.
The one who boy
chance in the whole kind he has.
Hussein.
They just said Swag Dreams no House of Folk.
Yeah.
He was playing nothing but in Dreams Jesse because ya shouldn't do.
Say we have so chile house for say.
I just say na say they no born into my house who ko fa no. Bon be do teams akese no a. Na fe no bon no ma ja na for be here TikTok stars. This one be kotoko stars and say players football stars no be TikTok stars. Na fe no wo mo ti TikTok, wo mo ti Facebook, wo mo ti Twitter, wo mo ti YouTube, wo mo ti Xtube, Collectube.
Any Collectube o.
Se be ba ni nyina.
E ba ko pe YouTube.
No one na munkwa o. All social media stars more than football stars. Yanka say don't create a social media presence. Meaning I will not say that. Yenina yenyo bi obe manage bia man yanka bia ke be create bia apeka kaka to bia na di. Say hoso sika ho. But preoccupation is a football player or a football as a footballer. That is your preoccupation. Until first thing I say omo oni ku and they say obobo na bebo ni.
Nana Bewa say, in as much as I agree with the tester, the performance of the team is very paramount to drawing the fans to the stadium.
You see?
I think that the problem goes beyond that. I remember during NYA's era, we were winning with good performances, but the fans were still not watching our games. Our problem is a national problem. The fundamentals are weak. No, Nana Bewa.
I may agree with me, Nana.
Ya boy him, I mean, ya boy him, so encounter or say, personally, I'm not impressed with the team, but I will not miss an evening match. There is no way I'll punish myself to sit under the scorching Sunday 3 p.m. sun, no matter the match, unless maybe an African game.
Some of the factors don't be so no. In terms of I may agree with Nana. Say, of course, and yet. The winning as in winning. You see, football is a game of entertainment. And say, so about it's not enough. Me best said you more. I want to be entertained. I want a certain sort of entertainment. That's what that's what I'm coming to pay money for. And I need to be entertained. And he said, if I'm not entertainer, yes, the fact about is not enough. So to some extent, yes, I agree with Nana, but it is true that it goes beyond the certain way. I have said it over and over and over and over. I may say, and maybe even though Nipa maybe call to new or no he has not been able to implement or practice that at the club or what he say. Mr. Honorable Vicenzo Odute, because the time I also opened GFA president, I was with him. Or can send me and no and film with da because I believe that it is even still true to today. Or say football today compete with the same persons. Compete for the same person that is with other social activities. And to be near Kofi Zakito Wahe, he is my brother and a brother and a brother. Say Kofi Tony Bedin. Ebia ochina na se kotoko match e babayara ochina na Kofi program on starting 1 p.m. I am torn between attending Kofi program at 1 and going to the stadium at 1 or 3. The champion did the same 1 year you say more kick off na 3. But if anybody who want to go to the stadium, so maybe if you own 53 Tina me did this 1 p.m. no no. So depending upon where you live though, because we have our stadium close by, so on there 2:30 club between 50 yako. But for instance, so what atuma boko, what atuma ko fodia, what neighbor he, what free sase bonte from, what free barikase, what free tuanse, wherever, and neighbor 50 3 o'clock. Ti say yam fa na say say di pa no, ni nuane Zakito na Zakito said Nansen Babato Nibegi Ayeko. There was a football game. Most of us, or almost all of us, missed that game. Even those ones that were on TV. Because you chose our brother's naming ceremony as paramount ahead of all those.
And I has any dreams FC. So far regional a ball game which a great Accra, the biggest football club or a house of food. Now you see a selling a league Friday and has and our stadium virtually empty
because of the time I'm the ball.
How
it could be one of the reasons. I'm not saying say it.
No, because till Friday no, but for the normal Accra that we know, I'm on 4 point Juma. Friday traffic. Better than the Panwako Stadium.
So, assuming say kickoff was at 8 p.m. Assuming say kickoff because you're born 8. You charge 8 hours. You're born by 10 years upon. Accra say we go for 10 p.m. Maybe I be not your now.
Even the day near the ball match in it.
With a young fan say even if you use with a young fan say you're born Friday no cry no. Because Friday 7 point Juma. Oh, say the man no cry problematic and say no normally nipa no why Juma throughout the week. Friday you me cry na you born na. Obepon 10 na obeko fie no wa break. Why exhausted.
Ba for you beto am komo so you be fie beto so Boachi Andrew. Osejibo. I keep on saying that there is nowhere in the world now that fans go to the stadium only because of football. If you have noticed now, the European teams are now building their own stadium. Ask why. No, any day or day, Abba, no. Afrania say, please, Jibo. People are not going to the stadium. People not going to the stadium. They not start now. It's over 15 years. This is a national problem, and we need to do something about it. Afrania Isaac, Edifice, South Africa.
The we connote who.
Obia or you involved Obia
because our man look like I say we are headless chicken, just roaming about just like that. But we headless chicken that headless chicken.
Yeah.
On the way they move, that's what he's suggesting. We are not headless chicken. The game we are talking about has leadership, and I did be leadership.
Ekwan ben ye befa so a ye nyina kakran yebetimi de adwenkyere na atoatoa na afi ye ball no aya kono amamanfo atimi akọ stadium ye nyanwie sa discussion ye besa atoa so e wodwumadi ya so enu nti baby a wutie free baby a wo hwe free usu betimi do contribution aba search here on Facebook Oyerepa radio and also betimi afa SMS and WhatsApp 0241 915555. Unyameba Junior or say Ketagu Ghana football. He only cares about the Blasters. Mr. Hart, referring to Henry Asante Chum, is only PRO when it's Blasters. Okay, and no any the abanono. And Ponce JC dreams were robbed totally. Okay, and no any the Shipman Eddie free atonsu and Shipman the message we Eddie Abba or saying. Jibo, our players are not giving us what we want, hence it's affecting stadium attendance. In any case, the easy question is which players am I going to watch? By the way, I wish my Kotoko all the best today. Okay, and no need your day Abba and no. Yeah, boy, I was Jibo, the transport issue in Accra now is crazy. People board cargo truck to go home. Hey, sir. How much would have been the last thing on their minds? And no, I want them. Say they don't kind no. Some of Africa who can coffee.
On video no.
Me baby.
Na omolo do is it a
Mojiska. Cargo cars in Mojiska.
Now the cargo car full. For to my friends oh.
Poku
cargo. And will be
no Mojiska.
And will be on 55 CD
because I can't traffic.
Second, they become no.
I said traffic cleaning that any kind of into cars and
omunko. And a cargo will be in the door and children. And on your mate and all pipe. Book I say 55 CD. Book I say 55 CD no for two or mano. The sumua.
Now we are so
and the same
a country called Ghana.
Yes, I think Don Domelu honorable so MP. Yes, the side is here no. Okohan Metro Mass. And the Kusu say mom new basic on fanko and on the
a country called Ghana. Campaign biso started. Afọ mumie nyina ye mo na yintwa sade na no. Se cars nkitikiti bia be ko mo fe ne boss so se wanwan.
Boss
na menya series of pictures cars nanya accident on Kumasi Accra Road. Car na efe. But ye just a car ye amana ko kwantintin ye kum ni pay. Eti panyini bi ntimi sori nka se ho eye ka ye mane Kumasi ngran bi.
Na le ko na yemfa Kumasi ngran.
Eno de so bi personal you know so ko. But we dey akofa nipa.
Ankofo de adwuma ko.
Dey akofa nipa ba for. Aside no speed form ko no kwan so.
Na wo ka ye asem no kra pa wo mu ni se. Number 1 ye kwan ni ye.
Car is not the problem.
Boss, won't travel the Kumasi Accra Road by road. Won't travel by road da ho.
Afaso da.
Death trap. Death trap. That road is a death trap. Let's say for the past 20-30 years, you know president for Ghana had that. So kwanu kwenti. You know leadership.
Ba car no must stop on kakra.
You see the issue about the car. Number 1, VIP baako. Say ebo a nipa gu obi abeko. Dodo na akọ ebi kọ. Metro Mass car kese car keto obi anya accident. The main problem we have is our roads. Omo mu ye campaign no mama start. Omo nya sa campaign no one talk about a road. Omo ye useless. Those people that are starting that campaign are useless. It's so because omo show omo IGG scaffy politicians want to. Omo to be kind of crunch omo. Say the politicians are killing us. The roads are not good. We are talking about car. Car been an accident. Omo cars no mo try saying. High roads no money. Land cruiser no san ko mbana ya ebi ho ya good stability na that any accident. Our roads are killing us. That road is killing Ghanaians. If anybody is angry, that person must be angry with the politician.
And to drivers so much is aka na for.
Yeah, drivers no omusun kwa Africa.
Adai.
Yes say omo enkofo kwa ehia. Omo amu kura so omo nkwa ehia. Entemrika no. Yes say omo me mitima me mpema nkwa America. Me kwa nkran. Me dibi na call ye. E fa in past 7 na ye ma me twa me 130 na me de call ye. Me ba 130 na me twa na me de ba ye. But me call omo ni say me mitima da me mpema nkwa America. The problem is not the car. The problem is our roads. Our roads are killing us. The politicians are killing us. Ghanaian journalists are corrupt. You to make a crunch politicians. They just get from home. You to make a crunch make a home, walk a home, or knock a home. Especially on TTT. Morning shows, so they are corrupt. That's the truth. You can't crunch our home. You say, we'll be able to the card in the man. You want to know the English. What are they talking about? I'm going to say now, you're daft. We are not daft. We can think.
Local football is not attractive because we failed to involve when change began. And no Jesse Kwesi entry. I agree there our day Abba.
I agree with him. We failed
to people will stand against it. Amponsa AJ Edna Noato and Kuma Yedim. See, we should think of rebuilding our rules. That is all. We also why Onyameba be a junior or say I agree with Jibo the car drivers go too much speed. Speed speed ketwa. Amankwa see the train system is the best way, but our leaders are not serious. Or if you munching Glabad, Germany and or the message we a day aba. You raman on ekaka eba na yababa betwaso a day amamo. Mame and show we problem about the problem from where?
It had them.
Away.
It had them. This idea. Say, Obiansi for more. They can come there. As I see, massive confusion rocks. Kumasi Asatiko Global Supporters Front.
Global supporters.
I said, this is also only global supporters.
Oh, but I say, Makazi and Yan Yintum. I
said, what I have 2 man into South of Fair
I'm register. There be global supporters in Kofudu Credini Dara.
Oh, say, can. Oh, dear,
Kwaba. Why?
Oh, in some of
Obama.
Some can't just say everything the second two has players in minimum.
Franco the Hitman.
Franco the Hitman,
yeah, Franco. Our Lawson FM.
Formerly Ash FM.
Our name Kwame Tanku. And a morning show.
Oh, okay.
A Lawson FM. Or say good morning. See, was good morning. Please tell Harry to calm down on the morning show, people.
No, we will stop. I know the morning show people. How many politicians in Dillon? Because we are corrupt in Tino. All to make politicians, you know. Because the politicians are the ones that would have to take decisions as to that road should be constructed or not. And can set lane in, set lane out. Can assembly ho. But they are killing us. It is almost some common country. I'm say, all start our campaign. No, yeah, better start a campaign against all. Yeah, even the cars.
From your good friend Yao Osanki de Taifa. Yeah, I'll say there is nothing wrong about the Toyota car, but the problem is with our road.
Ours are killing us. Simple.
Harry is 100% right. Yao, mete on car check. Bibia Bokode.
Yeah, good morning.
Yao Osanki de from Enkai.
The car no, me never am pool.
Onya bina di fifie be adwuma. Enye.
Boss I say we can you.
Onya di fifie be adwuma. Kusi, good morning senior. Let Mr. One know that 90% of our road accidents are entirely human error and not because of the rules. And no
that's it drive. That's man that's it drive. I'm not sure he drives
the rules now because
do you know why the human error
will come because he is dodging a pothole.
That's
he is dodging a pothole. Pothole no am go dodge. I'm not crash you.
But when you about to so abetia dodge.
Oh, why not?
You enjoy human error.
Good morning, boss. From Robert Tebi of Ultimate Team Tebu. Tebi
Robert Tebi am say minimum.
Yes. Tebi na to Ultimate Team da bay. What do Ultimate Team? I mean Ultimate Team. Once when I'm go school.
Waka.
Yeah, we go school Ultimate Team. People are not going to the stadium because of apathy. People have lost interest from the development of betting in our games. And no Robert Tebi there our day aba and no. Zach Yanshare games ever over the weekend. Amanone Richard Ajimai Prempe say we should sell Ghana and share the money among us. And so there.
Now obenya bidia.
Oh, traveling bidia.
Enu ne plano.
I can't hear you. So I can't boa me aton.
Yeah,
ya to ewie no.
A country called Ghana.
Lenwen.
Obera kwaba. Ibia boko there.
Oh, say. Okay. Anya boko.
And so ne muda ho.
Ne de ne muda ho. Muda ho ba me na mbenya issue. There's a me am touch o chiro na.
What you say? And na me
one drive na buy.
That's now okay.
Jammy see baby. Boys now.
Yeah, me read the national say masa jare of me go do answer.
A slight issue be. Na my core is open but I think that's not pop up until say and then meet me show ho asam ka.
Okay, that's it.
Or still
say obani ni
yeah.
Is it Usia Zakito? Zakito na offside the China. Zakito na achu was it let me reach out.
Also, my brother don't have to wait. You are around with the man
Okay. Nina na ka agro no ho. Yenti metena ha. E me ka sports nko na oman no so nyoma nkoyi. Nti eduru me bia na oman no so nsem no na de ewuram. Na ya ka ho asem. Me de se maka se Kumasi to Accra road. Onse me start this campaign and I say VIP drivers in particular. And this are omo twitwi bus sakese no. Anko mo fa be 1 week bin si wo. Omo say ebi nko ebi ma bas ne entu emebi nko emebi ma now the yen ha de ti o
bas na nyomo de obi adwuma
no oye obi adwuma no oye obi adwuma eno na say ama flight o ma take advantage e say wo for plane ba for ade ba akoso a airlines ne bogana for kro no sisi omo and they offer plane from Kumasi Konkan 1 way 2,600 more than $100.
Omni na etete so ne antete so.
Ada omon petrol ne ante so bi. Ana pay mfa egizu petrol.
Omon kwa na be kire. The one na fokura 2005. O de yesi wo twa ne ntem.
1006 de na sa.
O say
1006 de na.
1006 na e bia o de fan say aka be 2 days. Na wo kwa na wo so atwa. We ya 1 way o.
O kwa 1006 o ba 1000.
Wo twa ne ntem no wonya na fo 2000 Ghana cedis.
No, come see me.
They are passion and the African word for offer plane. Every kind, Ebe Kumasi. 1 way. Utia 2,600 Ghana cedis. In and out, 5,200. 30 minutes or 35 minutes.
Now we do
about $200. It come $300.
Ghana. Sequoia. okay ni me nyina bia timi drive ko ba
be den na bibi say ko so o mema betia ka so man na yi
ya kran kan kan de no be ko
o say be ko
how
ekwan de
ya ke ekwan de kan kan de be ko
say de ma empanifo timi ya den say de bi o mutu kwan around say even Africa has a crown your countries ni bi wa from Krokese to Krokese o mo make sure say kwan ne das
na no ye nua kwa mdwuma ona Morocco
o dia so
o twa kwan nam se kwa meja be sa kwan no kwa no fa so me ma fa so kwa me sa kwan no memfa me toto kwa bia ho Ghana ha we sa ubenya ubudi asem beba wo
arehu no an so bia te wa no watwa bo no de ato sesei e be kakra de kwan yi ube ho an so okofa basa konkran yeso wantwa tera na Ghana ye ma won ko bi ko
and na no mo ye
bia me ka ezos we be we ayi we be we eso ye koto ba ko yimpanyimfo
bisa on the 2nd of January obi o
na mianim
ka ba kumasi
na mianim lukuri ye mfa no kure nkansa two political parties are fourth republic omonyo opportunity edi Ghana so na mianim lukuri ni since 1992 ebepem na ye kasa
ifie dudu say ni
ma disappointed
ye nya leaders it's as simple as that ye
MPP NDC
ye nya leaders as a nation
the way ta can we develop woman no mfa ndu hosa it's about time for ese Ghana first and say a political party any politicians so the basis for omo year say 1 week omo nkwa who dey say baby atutu omo kwa kotare mu the Ghana kasa yete ano no kasa Ghana empanyifo omo te ano no
o mi ko ya adwen
drivers no musumuntu mo hofo na momwa na bibia enkoso Zach yankoi say what carry training no or say we are senior or say the Vox car is not the problem, the drivers on the road over speeding and wrong overtaking is killing us. Okay, and also a our day abba and no Kamdabara Mula or say striker blame your MPP. It's not only MPP. The two political parties somebody Ghana so since 1992. Be a Ghanaian or more disappointed.
You find what can say where you be MPP. Who by our what kind of life is this? These are people who are killing us. This guy is among the people that are killing us. Because only honest, only fair.
With this mindset, just say yentimi ko enimu no.
I can't somehow be to
umpo de wo kampono ubo MPP bo NDC we say can you ba ku fun mpo de a and be say
you mention the two parties why
omo na rule kroma say ya ye kwan
the population of Ghana since 1992 be pem ne like to me catch us say omo nya daje occupy political positions see say omo lie from 1992 e be pem ne omo officer Everyone represent even 2% of Ghana population, but almost richer than the majority.
Yeah, massa, sad with the answer so man. Any better about so mechanical
politics be
yes, uncle, politics. Any party, Anna. You talk about maybe a token by Michael Carrick, national issue.
Michael Carrick first game. This is what back now.
Baby.
I've never said I've left.
What's the Manchester supporters and form one?
What's your Akuma no?
12:30 Michael Carrick.
Oh, Akuma Shembe Bri, na misana na me.
And 12:30
and interest.
And early kickoff. 12:30 Manchester City.
But Alezo say mention na.
Yegine so oni nakasa.
Alezo wasani message no send ba.
Wasani ba. Yegine so
Alezo say.
Yegine so ene kotoko be shama no.
Alezo anenchia no. Ye mu bi wo de ayinsom.
Oh, ada unteninka.
Mesi ye mu bi wo ha ayinsom.
Ya so mama, ya so mama.
Alezo so ha metimi de embagu ato ne chia.
Alezo head of sports say no Saturday.
Oh, there baby. Alezo na ono atia. Senya na be chichi. Enya fe na be prince ba.
Alezo akotokoshe na. Odobo hu se Monday.
Zach yanko. I never go be promise you so be use sports no.
No, yes.
To develop Ghana.
Yeah, we'll do
I said it is our civil responsibility.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Until on tiasia and only benya problem.
I don't yes no benya problem.
Zach yanko.
We to no unse na wodi nkomo bi.
Unse moto no nyana wuti.
O me follow ni nyina. Me follow ni nyina. Unse jibo no so pe wasama. Kwa fa so kan wasama different. Jibo de o pe wasama and o pe Guardiola sempa.
But this is not fair.
Oh, you say jibo de you me say pe de open sempa. Because
nti oyebo ni kra o
ade a jibo ye ni se obaya no okofa net spend because ohono be ma pep look
ejina
yie eno kofa net spend
is so anya pep adwuma net spend anya pep adwuma go for the players no
papa no die he's a checkbook manager na dia be wada you see jibo let's do this exercise see at fia say yem fa fia anya example na anu ya na deputy ebe crowd say o pese okore set no kakra na oba back deputy di tumwa na jibu akojana manager say yanko CEO say fast we hear replacement for danger man so akojana home kakra ba in equating into this Piper Guardiola issue injury is he the only person that ni play sepra si ati teams no more league ana league no how many teams we play say prepara already
obi player no
he has 3 recognized center backs after Diaz Stones and Vadu Eprano yes they be omibio you see when you don't have
Kushtanov for
yes Kusanov he's there Nathan Ake is there and almost nobody know friends Watford say alien no so he played against Brighton and on one boy am ko share anything Newcastle 2-0 Newcastle it was alien and who son of about 4 and 5 on about Ike as left back so Pep Guardiola has 3 recognized center backs also enye man still na ohiobi so today in mathematics na center backs on Pep Guardiola baku 6 say train on plan fitter our 6 recognized center backs yam fa no to nchen Pep Guardiola and afiwe before signing off Semenyo the last game they played before Semenyo came on the bench or the lineup no more Ryan Sheikh at the bench na Sabino at the bench Mamouche eko Afcon so it's for Munti Asemio or the lineup na or the boss last game before Semenyo came no na our Ryan Sheikh on the bench Savino on the bench and Omar Mamouche at Afcon it's just even without Semenyo so all the first 11 now our 3 attackers they are going to start for any team Ryan Sheikh Omar Mamouche and Savino
on any
day they are going to start for any team in the Premier League but still now or say Onya Semenyo to add to this pool of players who are not even getting playing time. Dibu, one thing I be clear say me and no wonder me that I've never even means
my cool na me ho de kasa.
Me one of those people have ever been is fun because me mean be say wo de we are so about the ante bia no this is a Thomas one son why
the rivalry
no you referee and no about city
that you do Pep Guardiola Poku chi Manchester United ko ninje
oh that be menunje me de me nya fan of obi a wo de wi ase say yan time wa won't me ni
I see a Tomo bia so no ni
we've seen
a Tomo bia
there be
one yan to man
ti see ati ayi
why ka chere mti kan ni pakwa yan to man na mti
me nka say yan Tomo bia o but why na yes why na see ati ayi say me player ba ko print no nya say bia tere na wati ni bo tinginent no I have to replace an injured player because just say gidi man to bia me ntim bo you say team bia be say football we asin ka say yo if everything say ati ayi say
ba jo any players no Badio be bada bay.
Badio. Oh, say omo to be 2 months or so.
Okay. And dia so bada bay.
Dia say less than only less than the friend say
almost 6 weeks.
Okay. And John Stones way.
So ni put opera che.
Okay. Na je mfa so mo me so mo ni wan kan ho no be use mo.
Ah, so 3 center backs so.
Why ya?
O Nathan Eke. Oh, who's Usanov? And or Alian.
So Usanov is your bono cry right back.
They been said so we proud of.
We mo proud not na be bono right back.
I want to buy as a center back.
But bono right back.
E ba center back.
It become
on one or yes Okobon right back. But he came in as center back. And Nathan Eke is also there. And that small boy Alian is there. Eti wo de de bia yantomo untumi team yie. Jibo. Yantomo wa untumi team yie. That is where asemana baby I dey na no.
But who the same Zakitui? And Ruben Amorim. Enrichi Pamo Amorim now say. Your position you are case 2 players man. And a young time man. And Zana Manchester in your resource. And the same Zakitu against Obi Kwako Philip positioner. Unya Obi. How Kofi?
Amorim. Okay, I said before I ever permanent. The last 3 matches. Now Oyi first 11 na. Oni bench. So okay.
Me too.
Na ye bi January transfer window no. So Amorim yan the first 11 na. Oni bench. Because Obi prepare enemy no ko afcon. Until obey in the first 11, and we 7-8 defenders, but also find a way to blend them to play football. Nobody and I can't say because Magua delete and we're printing Uncle Toby measure by. He was asked to use those players and play and get results. Tony is a problem that name yeah what them you know be a cancer not a problem of food as some comes over or someone of man solve. And as you start here no Obia who say it is a dear Ediomonia. And you know he should solve it in January. And before someone solve Envamano. It wasn't say Obia printing on the place. He played the season for a long time without Magua, delete Lisandro Martinez and others.
We are best player is now one can paper 7.
So what I say, he is a checkbook manager. And nipa obo wiase wo de bia ti say wo de ontimi yeli wo de chairman why because Basa wan no bia you boys no oboto mu Basa boys na oboto mo ode bobo no onya na mu you he can make them obi manager bi o 02 that first manager family
ti wan fa bibia nkan mo.
I'm not saying you didn't make you don't make your
no, but one you
said you coach them, he had a lot of things
to do. You yourself say Obi say Lionel Messi was made by Pep Guardiola.
Lionel Messi Pep man look at the on Chelsea the other.
Yes, the other. But what he add to Messi's game?
Yes, he men cast on one Fabian can game. Yes, no send the idea he also you
my you know. Na Iniesta ya you huni no nyesa Iniesta no.
Iniesta yes you know Chelsea. Who say the lucky thing is that we saw Barca Chelsea before Pep ever. And today say any football because of
I said the one who born okutia Messi no. Na ko help mo lineup say na Iniesta start here. Go on with your life.
No, but he was part of the team.
And I'm saying so no onye influence.
Manager be the manager be have seen the potential and brought him.
You be the movie.
Okay, Bayern. Who did he make?
Exactly.
Buying. Already made players. Mobile is now Dortmund best player.
He even changed the way the German national team should play.
And
look at what Oyerepa there be Eugene.
And Germany
Philip Lam. Germany success back over the 2014 World Cup. The position of Philip Lam. The influence there, Akito.
The Germans believe say our national team now are struggling because some short period they try to change from their machine.
And so they know.
I feel more try to go back to their own way of football. So they do Pebechi.
Yanko game in so Chef Man Sijibo today I support Manchester United to win so that my brother Zakito can have smiles back on his face. I can only hope and pray that my team Arsenal will stay purposeful on the pitch and get us all the 3 points today. Gunners, we shall get there.
Over almost 2 billion spent. Pep Guardiola. 700 million air defenders. We anti-football. Nobody should be happy to have a manager who will be telling you buy.
Jibo Redier is campaign. Zakito is very jealous about Pep. Ken Crespo. Yanko.
12:30 anope ya.
Area.
Unse match inka Amoren na wo ha anka straight win for Manchester United ka memra hon kra. Nanka unse we will not struggle with analysis when it is nanka Amoren na wo when
na Amoren City this year.
City so City.
Make this is one City.
City asha no.
Okay. That's right.
But if he was there with City Husanov Alian Ninata Ekmona Mujini Chonom no. And straight win for Manchester United. But where I am like a Carrick our the first game. We don't know how he want to the team. But see fa you man no any minute bra. Anything obey even caretaker of Manchester United the na about 2 pivots. Tam the first caretaker now boy no 4 back 2 pivots, Bruno in front of them and about 3 forwards. It's we are likely to see a 4-2 4-2-1 so just almost 4-3-3 but with variations. That is how like Carrick is likely to set up the United team against Man City. The good news for Carrick is that Mbeumo is back and Ahmad is back after elimination from the AFCON. Now the big question also is why never am because now I bet clear say Sesko is finding his redeem. What shall I say should go so no. If Sesko is scoring Najibu, what it means and they say between Ahmad, Mbeumo and Kunha Bakubet na bench because these 3 all cannot start. I say Bakutana chain. Emma started alongside Bruno in the middle. Ahmad, Mbeumo, and Kuna, we will see one of them starting from the bench based on how he wants to line up and play his football. For Mbeumo and Ahmad, what's the problem? Ahmad on the left because Ahmad was our position paying or Ebony is a left foot person go cut in, but Timbo on the left side. Now Mbeumo on the right, Sesko leading the attack. But where first Kuna play? Because Kuna in the midfield 3 you lose a lot of things when Kuna is in the midfield 3. And see how to get these guys playing and getting them gel. For Pep Guardiola, yes, no problem because the 2 trusted centre backs are out in Ruben Dias and Josko Valdio. But Nathan Ake have a lot of experience in the Premier League. And Husanov have proven so given the chance or your decent centre back Rodri is back and it has been advantage for them. And he is now managing his playing time. And the key games games of FCBA they can do without Rodri. No chance to have enough rest. So Rodri will start today in the game. Semenyo will start because when you have a very good start at Man City, we will see Foden and probably Ryan Sheki and Abante Feno Haaland. No, now a complete team no. Bernardo Silva on a man is how control now on here in Moderna how he plays. Silva also play side game. Adding to make the prediction that you want to make, especially for Man United because of the change of manager. That new manager bounce at the end. So now click it. But anytime we have to say and a and yet any time we have new manager bounce no a click it. Anytime saying I'm worried now, saying can different. because for Amorim, we know how he's going to play. We know how he's going to approach the game. But for Michael Carrick and Eden, for us to have a fair idea of who will play and who will not play. But at Old Trafford, Eden, City recently have not been good. Until say, Omokose Newcastle or EFL Cup no. Now about 3 matches results answer uncle ye and mom and no and ama Arsenal actually fence City by 6 points no. So City will want to close up the gap by 3 points before Arsenal ever crack a ball Nottingham Forest. It was how much now Arsenal echo away to Nottingham Forest. So Jibo, it's difficult to predict, but one thing that the Omoko efficacy no. If you are going to do business on 12:30 match, you have to Jibo. A sure bet United to score. If you go business, I'm so uncomfortable. I'm not because who said deal even though no, all he has to do is to pass medicals or pass which he has passed. Into what marketing because we are not like that.
They will sit for her.
It's with Pep to use him or not. I doubt Pep.
But I'm in business you. What is I in business here? My mama will be gay and Donnarumma. 74 million pounds. And I'm boy. You knew 74. It's 50 something.
And said Donnarumma's by
share Ryan Checky 30 million. In Bomo 75.
The difference. Only the difference. I two players that Donnarumma, you see him penal. It's a public knowledge. Say PhD him penal. And he only
Omanga some penal. Casini. Almost
say Opeska.
Sikana or penal.
Into uncle.
And just one penal.
Let me say. On penal.
Empower the NS and I just no back BBO.
Oh, the answer is uncle because scanner
to me. I agree
first scanner man into uncle. Until Nani only if anything, move anything, Harry, in terms of the value, resale value about from because PSG wanted to offload Donnarumma.
Okay.
And I'm going to find it cheap. Abrante, okay, Summer. Now Liverpool 35 million. And then Liverpool kwasa last minute and a deal no.
And I Christopher for trim.
Last minute and
it's almost 1 penny.
So and I'll call back. And I can 6 months. And 6 months no. Crystal Palace thing say, hey, say 20 million be any gender tempting everybody are. Let's accept 20 million instead of say 0 loss. It's usually in terms of their value. If you are going to buy Donnarumma, I say PSG, ye penal, and City acquiring Akotia, they would have bought it for more than 70 million. So we on the two sir.
Tell me to keep the right time.
We send there a game. So about 2 years, 3 years, I want to contract and the City aircraft. Who's also more than 70 million player. And just in business here, I will take advantage of the moment.
And send a mom in business here.
No,
businessman will be to take advantage of the moment.
And I want him. That is I play give him could be a con once I don't know.
Okay, and you'll be a man cast and you'll be a
play again 6 months.
And you'll be a no, but show some Mukoyana Crystal Palace for guys about 20 million.
A company be a CEO any abribiano. And I said Onurano, CEO no and can because you can't go and buy. Play who
go visa kit.
I play again 6 months. I go to 20 million and on board company car.
Sir.
What about? Yes.
But I say a car 1 year and Liverpool for 35 will be so maboka.
Because I can 1 year. 1 year no. Let's not on to sign a pre-first contract. But when they I can 6 months. Papa now so.
Don't change 6 months no.
And I go to 20 million. What company car?
You yati.
So
now Ryan check here.
Ryan check. O say Leon for no na the financial crisis and refi.
Exactly. It is what Manchester will score. Manchester will score and twice when I did.
No the sure bet that Uko business United to score. City to score and the battle.
To go both teams.
Yes.
Okay.
because United say on show go there the easiest thing for him this season.
Okay.
So obesha go no.
But I said the musibo boy there na Real check be go.
But on three any like bobo na ba on concede. So anticipate so be
na when winning.
All the head.
But I said the musibo boy na Real check be go.
Who said the ama who what the week you know.
It's even possible say menyo 2 score.
Who said the week you know. When you are heading to analyze.
So I'm out 2 goals.
No, something I know where how you would send your back. Send your back. And pay me by now.
Oh yeah, na
maybe I
Samia fan of phone, Samia train phone with you.
Maybe I na be wa FM say and on what kind prediction o duru o be low volume because on the Canada. Into be low volume on prediction. But I don't see United losing the game.
Jibo advisor Kito that he should stop for once bringing Amorim into Manchester United conversation because he's a history now. Shifman the other abandon no. Kofi Fenton, Kofi Bibiaboko there. Striker, what about the number of years on their contracts? Also there, no. Romeo De Fresh. I'm a Manchester United supporter, but Zach being too biased. Pep is a great coach, and I love to have him at Manchester United. Afrane Isaac or say Pep Guardiola has even changed how the EPL is being played. Ken Crespo, Jibo Radio is campaign. Zakito is very jealous about Pep. Yanko other games.
United will not lose. Did I keep it in your books? Say United will not lose the game. But
Carrick will win.
Carrick
will not lose his first game.
All lose. Okay. Lose they out of
Carrick football today.
And all lose until no. So be happy say United they could lose against City. Liam is it Rosinia. Also onya start no. Anko yi Arsenal for Ekotian kakra. But omo Chelsea for no say na omo best players no ma rest omo. Because no ma rest James. And omo rest Kupama. And omo rest Kaisedo. Until no yenya buta answer. But Chelsea played well, especially after Arsenal actually go no. They played very well. Until Liam very well in today's game against Brighton. Brentford. Brentford. More than FIFA. Obi a show mo sisi lo. Oba ha wie pa o. Sa you go Thiago lo. O ha wie pa o. So far he's the highest scoring Brazilian like a season in the so far in the Premier League. They are a very well drilled side. Defensively very strong. They don't give you spaces. But on the transition very quick and very fast. And on the HS problem because center backs there's a problem when it comes to speed. And almost struggle against teams transition fast. I want to trust Liam said Jibo also be owning the first game for Brentford today. Sorry for Chelsea today against Brentford. But an easy game. Whoever thinks an easy game or that because Brentford are a very stubborn and a very well coached, very well drilled side. At any point in time, it was a game. Jibo, so game near 1-1 but I'll tip Chelsea say if they were going to be a winner, I'll trust Liam say Obe winning the game, but likely drawn so every team is. I said Liverpool, I share Burnley. Even though I'm also results are a bit consistent. The good news is Kitike is back. Obo game number 1 FA Cup no Bobobi. But also even FA Cup now on say Liverpool I am say what is the problem? Because they have the players but you see say Bono they are struggling.
FA
Cup against the team number 1
Barnsley.
Second, third division team but born Anfield against Liverpool virtually Obiabobi. That was a game. I think I'm not away to my and there's a pressure on him now because now so far sending sacking. The next manager at the next spot as a cotton and slot if results aren't changing how it is being now. But against Burnley, Jibo, at the right time to win your game to get confidence. I'll go for Liverpool to beat Burnley by 2-1. It was a game no more. The big game back war Nottingham and Arsenal. And yes, a big game because of teams now involved. Nottingham, yes, are not performing. But only since are Nottingham ever back in the Premier League. This is their 5th season in the Premier League. Arsenal 4 times the previous normal call, we need only 1 pay. They've lost 2 and 1 draw. Last season, Arsenal was 0-0. Last 2 seasons, and Arsenal was 2-1. I remember Gabriel Jesus and Saka. 3 seasons ago, Arsenal lost 1-0. Our unique NHS go. 4 seasons ago, Arsenal lost there 1-0. It's in 4 travel away to Nottingham Forest since they returned in the Premier League. Arsenal have won only 1 day. They've lost 2 and 1 draw. Nottingham are not in a good form. Yes, they are not playing very well. But the truth is that Arsenal traveled to that venue since they returned back in the Premier League. At the moment, yes, Arsenal are digging deep to get the victory they want at Nottingham to keep their momentum or top bottom. Especially, they'll be comfortable watching the Man United derby, the Manchester derby. No, because I'm giving 5:30. So they will watch the game. They will see the results. And remember how they approach the game against Nottingham. Very, very key in terms of how they play the game, because I don't know will be away. But I think I'll give Arsenal to win by 2-1. It was a game no more. Jibo, Real Madrid, I was say Abalu I saw show. And I'm a Wajibo. I saw share against Levante. And Jibo, Abalua, after the disappointment at Albacete, I was say Abalua winning the first game against Levante. Until let's go for Real Madrid to win by 2 or 3 goals to 0 against Levante, and then he can't disappoint. Now I know that Madrid for no, I say then they issue for bina or Marco trying to picture no man ye no say almost you see was say for the back. I'm saying about for one way power how almost anything I say but Abalu have to beat Levante. Barcelona will beat Sociedad. Sociedad are not in a good form. Barca are playing very well. Young call for 2-1 win for Barcelona against Sociedad. Jibo, and the teams now we are there Italy never bomb the end because we about Champions League. Until Inter Ebo Udinese away. Napoli are solo. Jibo, have you watched Napoli in their last 2 games, home games? And they are against struggling teams who say teams are say there. Napoli in their last 2 home games against struggling teams about draw. Today they play against Sassuolo. I was say Antonio Conte. 2 weeks ni our boys play super because I'm say boys no go business money na anko yi. But eso si form there. I would trust Napoli to win by 2-1 against Sassuolo. And there. Juve will beat Cagliari. Honum Tijibo. Italy, Milan, nso ni nechi there. Ochina. I will go for Milan to win because them say Milan, and them say me Dona Allegri di bobo na say ko hwem because Allegri bo na obo no ombo hwe na no komufu yi dibo udu hwe mo no bi
kan wasem
me Milan ya gmo so referee TV no
obo so referee TV say
na ball ya uru komu bobo na untimi enter center line
na on center line no share 3 goals wa sama wo kan say just say
first half
obi on team center line share 3
o say a long boss
ba for asema zaki token obi on center line share 3 goals
a long boss
they had their chances and Milan had a goalkeeper to me save we Milan also had their chances
their
moments ni there
so for example Italy for referee
Rabio go say go any foul penalty Rafael Amara Rabio pass ne ho anka no
akwai akwai no jampo ye referee ma je penalty so but minion nka oni team no manka mini bi anka mo team gina because first half na nkese ke 5-0
sir
first half no Milan couldn't omo ntan center line no ball amodo ko ya na penalty ni ba ya Rabio ekoto fuma mo share first goal no Million may save upon saves. First half no. And again 5-0 or first half no. It's against later there.
Now AFCON one e win china.
So the guy complaining say Morocco for the ball tactics be your money in John. Now o video na ampa am say car for man ya dey. say a team that at travel to first airport. They were working as an ordinary passengers. Do Morocco no security, no measures be our but game ready Jibu. These two teams in the air tough one. Say AFCON they've never met Morocco and Senegal, they've never met at AFCON.
I don't think so.
Their meetings in the World Cup qualifiers 69, 68, 69. They met for 70 World Cup. Emma Morocco is Senegal free moon. 72, they met for 74 World Cup. Morocco is Senegal free moon. Jibo, 1980, they met for 1982 World Cup. Hey, Dabi. Say 1980 World Cup na. Emma
80 and 82.
Sorry, 82. Emma Morocco once again eliminated Senegal. Emma 1983, they once again met for 1984 World Cup. Emma Morocco eliminated them. To Accra, Senegal in terms of competitive meeting, the Omashe Morocco da. Home and I will say home and I will be your mutishe, but the Morocco has more and you move free. But AFCON, there is a first meeting, official meeting that they are meeting. Jibu, Morocco is a very strong side. I know they will dominate the game. They will have more of the ball. But Senegal will experience. As Makuma Morocco kakra.
Akuma Morocco. Two percent Morocco J.
I am believing they said you should be rewarded for as your investment.
Okay.
Morocco for now have invested so much in football that I think say a few way at the moment based on what they've done from under 17, under 20, under 23 women's football and the main national team. Maybe they should have the reward. Send the chief
the investment any
budget why more.
Okay. Reward.
Yeah, I think so.
Tell them boys as a ref anymore.
No. Just if you more. Send the Nigeria for you now.
Actually, Juvenile Kaka say for Zakito, he's always bitter about Pep. If he doesn't know, Manchester United have spent more money on players, higher gross and net transfer spend over the last 5 years than City. With City winning consecutive league titles, but Zach doesn't see all this. He's just biased on Pep. That's all.
Gross the yellow credit.
And no, Juvenile
gross the yellow credit.
Or say on higher gross and net.
Mama say
wow, says Zakito pa. Has Pep ever over-registered the number of players a team have to? Pep always buy what he needs and succeed whilst your coaches always just buy players. And no mama say wa so there our day abba and no. Afrani Isaac Biomosijibo, can you please explain why Morocco has been playing all their games in one stadium since the tournament starts? Because I don't understand. CAF want Morocco to win this Cup of Nations. They were first in their group and had opportunity to play at this. Omudi second na. And come free baby on ball no. Sanity. Oh bed a champion. Actually
I think I advantage Morocco this particular cup final.
Advantage Morocco. But now they know what done for the bidi.
Oh, Debbie. On no crown.
And yet Daniela in the bidi.
Mukasun Diobacas or Serum Pebble. In Transen, Omadikai in Nigeria for now have multiple. Daniela Instagram account.
As I say.
On say
that Instagram and Nigeria for there.
On say multiple reports.
So why they?
Say they report say our account in your fraudulent. On by report say be a buying numbers be it's major account. When there are multiple reports. You see I'm on say Daniela app make you post on X and then Nigeria for no new account is almost basso. On by multiple reports.
Oh, but say Instagram there for me yes or money fair.
No, sanity on social media.
Oh, there be.
When there are multiple reports, it be when you have 1,000 reports on one account, they will suspend the account and investigate. So you have to justify. Say,
almost suspended Daniela Instagram account.
Oh yeah. And Nigeria for say they are going for an X account. So now, say I'm on the any easy crowd. I'm on Chimana crowd. Jibo. Zach na ebo a statement, official statement from Senegal. Say lack of security at arrival at Rabat, accommodation not up to standard. Complaining said they should move them to a new hotel. almost say they've been denied access to train at the Morocco Air Technical Center. Ticket for Senegalese and fans, you know. Almost a more limited access as a the host nation, you know. Do you hear stadium hono? Send your most Senegal for Benyachita for Kakrata or Machino. Jibo say they are not getting that. They only have 2 tickets for VVIP. And with no ability to buy even the VIP and the VVIP tickets. There's more VVIP and penny for better and 2 tickets per as a country above final. And try crash on better VIP no. Complaining of stadium the other side or munyebi. VIP no so pay bidiama a year titulu a free Senegal banosono. Almost your munyebi and a whole lot of issues. Omode ba.
Morocco for Nigeria.
Biafra.
And no be Nigeria for no.
Yes, Nigeria.
What is Nigeria for no? At the point Nigerians in your ticket binto. Tines black market.
Yeah.
And a go to ticket.
Yeah. Odo minor. But the stadium was painted red. Name all Morocco.
Sano number.
Yeah, Sano Moye. And I must start to cry. From day one I've had my issues with this particular competition. Morocco for that they've hosted a lovely competition. You were unprepared for competition when you're there. And they've hosted it very well. But on the field, though they are a good side, but they've enjoyed a bit of home advantage. On say, oh baby, now so we share a year Nigeria and Morocco now. The goalkeeper, ne tower, jibo the paper and some near deno, or the tower na ubi a Huresi Park in Swakotam. And it happened on 2 different occasions. And also for a competition of this magnitude near about semi-final, and you will be saying access to the field. It say it will be Hurisi field so now an accessory which is accepted by based on the rules of the game. No, goalkeeper the and ye kotam the free park. So it happened twice. Or kotam no akofa on one tower and you before for tower keepers use tower, which is allowed. Na Ubiati for so no akotame freeze on 2 different occasions. And that means you can imagine Omujina goalkeeper and maybe Omoka keeper how they are applying the dark act to aid them to win this particular game. I'm just hoping say officiating in here above Daniel idea. You know? That is what I'm expecting. We want a bold referee that will let the Moroccans know say they are not above the rules of the game. So they can commit sometimes 13 fouls without a single yellow card. But the opponent in the least movement, the Obayano, no picky yellow card. It's going to be an interesting game. And this Senegalese team, this is one of their golden generation. Warming some of the good guys out. They say Khalid Koulibaly, we are Mendy Mpose, no. Oshe Mendy Krana, the next 2 major competitions, no. I want to mean Musa. Idrissa Gana Gay. Now when you'll be say
Koulibaly.
Yes, Koulibaly. But I'm talking about the new generation, you know. I'm mixing with the old generation. The spine, you know, in the next major competition, you might not see that spine of Sadio Mane, Gay, Koulibaly, Mendy. Those guys will be fading out. And experience counts a lot. I said Nigeria for need to be stretching the Moroccans. What's the idea? Nigeria seems to have a way defensively of stopping other teams, and that is good for them. Senegalese, do they have that? And I think so. I think they have that. They have game-changing players. Morocco team, no, Jibo, Brahim Diaz is doing well, but Diaz has not been consistent on this stage at crucial moment of changing matches. Compare that to Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane about World Cup last playoff against Egypt. Senegal, tough game. No sail it through. AFCON, no sail it through. So Sadio Mane has been a hero at this stage on different occasions. But a Moroccan team now, the only name will be Diaz. But that big game mentality. Hakimi from deep zones.
Champions League winner. A member of the 2022 World Cup squad.
Hakimi were actually kakra. Hakimi is sharing him off for no. The game changes. They've been at this particular stage. I don't think the Senegalese team will be moved by the crowd. These are big boys, some boy in big states. So he Senegal ni DR Congo match na course wo Congo Brazzaville na. Jibo na Senegal akɔ by 2 goals. Na wotimi ba beti Congo Brazzaville ahye ne 3-2 when you tougher you can't achieve that. So we who turn the stadium here. The Congolese turn the stadium upside down. And so DR Congo team no. And then our World Cup no. The last slot for Africa and they are on the verge of picking it. Omona Senegal. So Senegal has been through tougher moments and they've survived, which gives me some confidence. Jibo, I'm going for a 2-1 win for Senegal. And
Morocco won Senegal too.
Yes, I'm going for a Senegal.
Senegal winners of 2025.
I'm expecting Senegal to win this particular competition. Okay. Those matches weekend in England, so we shall say Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea. So basically, the plan after today is just get a cool space, relax, and watch the game. City against United, first major match for Carrick. I'm also expecting more of a 4-2-3-1 system with probably Kobe, Casemiro, now I have Bruno Biwa anymore, Ahmad, Cunha from the wings, then probably Sheshko lead the attack as the number 9. City, so no, in common corner, we can see probably a Doku, Semenyo, Haaland, na when you are folding Bernardo Silva, Rodri as the front 6. The City defense is a bit shaky kakra. Open issues. So to some extent, I side with Zakito. Say City will concede. Now how they would manage to beat Manchester United. Haaland has always been a bully when he's playing a Manchester derby, and depends on who can stop him. It's one major issue that affects them. If Doku is playing, he will completely shut off or right side her. There is no right backer. You so need Doku about what me add value in him. If you not try our coach Nangasa bet catch you say now, because whenever Doku gets the ball, you are counting on 2 players to stop him. So I can say this your table now both he that said the right winger or the right side midfielder ever be support right back for them to close the space or the be meander the way through the defense. It's a honor cry attention for and some Haaland also pay attention with Semenyo versatile to operate on all the channels, right, left, in your bit me abamo. So whilst attention a question, then he creates space also for Semenyo, and they create space man Ryan Cherki and Phil Foden, especially when Doku is playing. Because Uncle for me and bit me at the 4 players are also in some to me successfully the ball on the trawa. 1-on-1 Semenyo will beat you, 1-on-1 Cherki will beat you, 1-on-1 Foden will beat you, and that's why these guys are getting the goal when it comes to Manchester City because of these 2 boys. Yemma City 3-1. Oh, Trafford.
City 3, United 1.
Yeah, no one come go.
City 3, where they get to enemy.
Yeah, City 3 game against Brentford. Chelsea need to step up. And then you been that time money. Obviously, I heard the matches Nibia, but we still want to monitor him today and see the honor so deba. Based on the matches, Nejibo, you are expecting defenders to pass. Send your Auburn 2 games, no Auburn. You are expecting them to be still attacking even when they are going down. Based on the action. Minim so ne Arsenal ne de na am say cup match a home and away nti na man born sana. Nti am say na ne be he ne pa. Once Arsenal na cup match. So home and away goals is needed to qualify. Nti bia nti no bie mu they are fine. But ne be he against Brentford. I want to go in for a Chelsea win over especially at Stamford Bridge. More that advantage. Jibo, a 2-1 win for Chelsea. I see Chelsea conceding our game in a year. And yeah, they made them mom. Arsenal Forest. Jibo, if there is any game that can stop Arsenal, match we count.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, Arsenal guys now are tough. They are tough, strong mentality. But match we be match. On see your venues need were slippery grounds. Sunderland, Nottingham, Brentford, Bournemouth. These are teams that will not win the league, but Obi Koha we aim to make sure. If Arsenal win this game, Jibo, no, they are almost done. Matches now
for the Premier League.
Naka or Money City the NP. Na me
more Manchester United after this game.
Oh, there be. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Spirit now. If City is beating United today, United will not move with the right spirit to go and play against Arsenal.
What if United win here?
I don't say me who's on measure. Nti I want me dey farm asem na free aba. So Jibo on a good scale, let's see how Arsenal will survive. But a win or draw for Arsenal don't encourage for and just so convinced Arsenal beat me as a through our matches. Liverpool Jibo that will come on Monday near Barber slot so. But Liverpool seems to be picking. Check the first bet. No, but now the coach want to have a peace of mind of getting the results, having a stable identity. Na onya results kakra, onya points ni bi mfengu on fan catch up, at least making the top 4 ya DSC coach in any so. So that this moment it's not all about beautiful games, it's about how you can sail through. Questions ni be over the weekend here. Abelo and the first La Liga game against Levante. Kwambe nsuna obefa so succeed. I Cyrus Akito Jibo so to me see from need to be hesen and normal. So and then the difficult games for the big sides, but I see most of them sailing through and shock number by and shadanye be bridgeable.
Okay. Sir Obed a champion, ebedasi. Yes, I be fie na yabedi enkomo ewo fie na yɛhwɛ matches mu kakra bi na afibafo wɔ the danger man ɔso akɔte asem bi ɛwɔ bono hafo a ɔpɛsɛ ɔde ba na yɛnyina no yɛdi ho enkomo selected games where games are there are 2 goals in the BP, more than a goal, more than 1 goal, more than 1 goal in a BP. Dortmund and St. Pauli over 1.5. Leipzig and Bayern Munich over 1.5. Real Ave and Benfica over 1.5. Ajax and go ahead Eagles over 1.5. Chelsea Brentford over 1.5. Liverpool Burnley over 1.5. Napoli Sassuolo over 1.5. Cagliari Juventus over 1.5. We are over 1.5 games. After wins. Teams are look likely say weekendy winning omo games. PSG in the French league win. Atlanta, Sporting CP, which is Sporting Lisbon, Liverpool, Marseille, Bayern Munich in the German Bundesliga, PSV Eindhoven over the Eredivisie, Inter Milan, Barcelona, AC Milan, and FC Porto. Messi Subim, PSG Buena, Omo and so Monkwana be here free. Atlanta win, Sporting CP win, Liverpool win, Marseille win, Bayern win, PSV win, Inter win, Barcelona win, AC Milan win, FC Porto win. Into way a games kakra yade ebeto for a weekend no weekend edition of today's sports to aso babo wa kwa babiem bibi aboko de I'm saying the time let me say it's a kind of boss kakra young nte o say e dey na so obo half no
vice chairman
has game no
vice chairman of the Bunahafo circles council no I say omo ebitua na mo a circles no nationwide ebetoba na omo yi omo leader
na so omo leader na chairman zulu
omo say omo betoba yi omo leader
but the circles leader chairman zulu the circles will be your leader
I am some be your betoba yi omo leader omo si so mo hwese ne chairman zulu ye ne normal no a so man pekwa bi so amfa yi omo leader obegu circles no na circles no so mo ntimi ntina ho maningu ubeka na anu kwakwa no be ma hint wa ha so ubeka ya won na anu kwakwa hin papa we ready to talk o say you bet mama no 1 minute bia national circles
nya kotoko supporters nyina so leader yes circles leader will be under Chairman Solo as one of the supporters groups under Chairman Solo. Okay, nya bad idea omonye nsa.
But how can this be possible?
You say so much say
elections here 2 years. Elections here 2 years. yɛde kɔyi national chairman ɔmo kɔ stand yɛ to ɔmo so aba ɛyɛ circle mu ma aba ɔmo kɔto na yɛde bɛto how can this be possible
ɔmo issues so raise issue me ne kasa me de me ne na kasa o raise issues bi ɔse for instance ɛyɛ kɔtɔkɔnsɛm na edu baabi a ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔde bɛkɔ court na aba na ɔmo to yɛ no the circles doesn't even have a recognized constitution ɔmo ni ɛyi bia ɔhɔ no mu a guidelines bia ne ade bia no say yekoto aba ne say ato aba and today sa global ya ye ka ho asemi there's no constitution that is backing the supposed global body or whatever it is the circles now the constitution global na the constitution and all my circles members ne say okay say ye the who solo aba as the chairman na say wo say wakoti kuefe global yen hwe ntena ho ma wo ye global no ye circles ni mu
but you should understand them. Hey, say all Kotko supporters groups ever under the global support.
Masma me can say. Omo see from global ni. Yeah, ma tuni din global. Abra ye koto aba.
I think there's a group by name global also.
Yes. Ye koto aba akoyi, ye koto aba akoyi global for president. Eye circle for aba omo beto. Ti asemi yo.
I need dane no koye no global no.
Circle for aba omo beto. Yes.
Yeah.
National supporters chairman election.
After the two about movie, I was Madame global. Why I said,
the best name was National Kotoko Supporters Chairman. That was the best name. There's a Kotoko Supporters Ninamo Chairman. So there can be other groups under the Kotoko Supporters Chairman. You see, circles for some just regional chairman. But here, national chairman, just like Ibia, they say real Poku and former national chairman. Ibia fit for former national chairman. But our national chairman for the chairman also national supporters chairman, that is chairman solo. In the election in Kedura, anybody from any of these groups with me about a pray. That is what is coming up moving forward. And until that circles for some national chairman. Go moving forward, obi betimi afiri ebia Porcupine Warriors group obi betimi afiri kumapem aba be pre chairman solo position ni sese sana yese mrane tie obi owo ebia Fabu census card bia no so mo hye mrane am ka se ebia gold why card bearing member who good ultimate stand there. It means that obia from any group betimi aba be stand which ebetimi circle ni obetimi obi on your circle ni. So now circles for who say this one is bigger than them, but they still need to maintain their own since they have their regional chairman. Jomusube you are national chairman who is under.
Ankomu we dey MCC nyada jena nyada jena yutuni.
Ana de nyanya sa no mo pa kire.
Ankomu dey say nyada jena yutuni.
Who chairman bia 1-2 minutes bia na ko no abete
chairman solo enye Kotoko circles chairman.
And I make a say as they say they say after circles who to amaba akoyi omo chairman I no ne gigina so yi national chairman say no ya to sa de ni nyina akone
say ya to agu
they say no ono wo ho
say ya to agu
menim say still if you understand my pointer ebia say nka say chairman solo
no ade we ya mo so be ko akofa ntokwa beto solo ni circles for interview
I start you. Hey, now, tell me, we the capapa come on 1-2
chairman solo national circles chairman. He's in charge of the circles.
And I know people who are close to Solo. I know people who are very close to Solo. Say if say and say ma na say ekoni say they will ditch Solo for the circles. I'm telling you.
But for every permanent this am we Legon.
But the one thing they should know is that
has and
Obi being a circles chairman, we will come under the national supporters chairman.
They said you see, you are forgetting that number one, there is a freedom of association enshrined in our constitution.
There's
on any day,
one management. No more kasa 2. Chairman solo. Eso kasa wo ho so them say
they won no asem nkoto
no eso kasa
nkoto na ni
say sign no
no chairman solo
e sign no ne bre so
e wo China obeba be
na say ne bre so e na san sign e ba e dey no kafa wo chairman solo so ni so e circle ba
circle na wo no
so dey ye beto asan komo we so ba for yen kwa no Lagos sports stadium
enti no
has any dream FC 0-0.
Yeah.
Not a bad game, but one controversy been a betray ma. Ama I say done the conversation around the game.
Yeah, ain't he? But
why born a clean goes at the amount when you are
I think say on bet my video no.
A clean goal.
Say say
me the any part born again the still picture time now kick ball no. To
the still picture will not be.
No, that is for offside there the best way.
Before I no move into
the best.
Oh no,
I'm putting no kick ball. Look at the ball.
So we had the nine. Oh, say as a ball they move from the 9.
And you know, important. The more you move from the 9, and as at ball they move important still important. He's still onside.
No, yeah, but
so yeah, go ahead me. Go
a game, oh yeah, onside.
Now, baby, one say under angle bar. Time now, but we say you should VR what it will be offside. I have to raise the flag immediately. Last man
on there come
boy man ko pass here no what man ko pass wa mama uncle is on pass mo say as the guy the time guy was taking the ball no yempa the flag no hade just say ball to let no say me mpa hade boy man ko
yeah
pass wa mama
flag from and e da ho no e da form meanwhile VR penna yes this stage no my flag in na form
at this stage abobo no we and sana on say yeah boy no attorney to impeja flag no pejana fast we bet me did you from na can say maybe official be go into impeja because I used to be before no can say me wait and see
VR there you almost see my flag in that form
no
but say VR there the moment you spot
offside you raise the flag
in course obotum kura now flag was so
but as at this stage obi am show TV no Facebook as at this stage ball no kick away. He hasn't licked the flag. Ball got to an end and sign orange flag no.
Or the VR run the bay.
What kind of officiating is this?
Enti Elvis has
that means from the air here. Moon say a clean goal.
No, a clean goal.
A goal that should have stood. Say only Elvis a bay adrian a goal that should have stood and the me especially me person may use the word dreams were cheated. I think the referee got the call wrong. Maybe as a referee no intentionally wanted to cheat dreams there, which I doubt, but I think they had the call wrong.
Every game no
born wadaro mafa who sends chance no MIA na eno na boss mpacho ni Hussein ne goalkeeper no kwa den na wotena ponu anyway say no so obeche no enti no
Ghanaian players
pacho eni just say owo wiasima da je ne mre ni bibia say obobo no she no come keeper no che no yeah boss na eno na Elvis Herman say Elvis Herman unleashes knife into the throat of House of Foot players. Everyone deserves. No one deserves the rainbow jersey. Or say none of them deserve the rainbow jersey. Now, boss, say na Ocho no after match no. In my view, several of our players have not consistently demonstrated that the standard expected to wear the rainbow jersey. That is said, important to note that the Dreams FC goal was a legitimate and shouldn't have been ruled offside years. We really need to up our game to compete in Africa, else it will always be a disaster. Until Elvis say has players in Biblo just nation no omun kyerɛ sɛ ɛsɛ sɛ ɔmo hyɛ gyesi no nti boss ɛno yɛ baako ɛda hɔ nom na ɛno no wode ato hɔ nom na kyerɛ sɛ ɛnsɛ ɛnso ɛno ano no nti ɛyi goal no so Kojidu Amani so ka asɛm fa ho so you don't miss chances like this
ma yɛntie didi mete sɛ ɔka sɛ even with this result still ɔmo ewom to compete and win the league.
League in the home, but you don't miss chances like this.
Yɛntie Masu Dudu Daman head coach Edema Hasufu.
when you fail to make the right decisions at the very key moments of the game, yes, you can be disappointed. But that's how the game goes. Exactly what we all saw. The chances we created at the top level, you don't miss the chances, and you can only be lucky to come back. Whether I'm disappointed or not, that is the reality. And so we didn't do any addition. So we have to be contented with what we have. It's still a marathon, and so you just need to be picking games after games, and then be more decisive and be more clinical in terms of conversion. Because I think that the chances we created, sometimes you might not find such a chance in your career, because you cannot outrun the whole back line from the halfway line, and then you are 8 meters from the goal, and then we fail to make the right decision. These are very, very, very disappointing moments. We have a depletion of our offensive players, and so we have to do a makeshift injuries, sicknesses, and then the accumulation of cards, Espontin, Wayo. But I don't have to speak about this. I always have to be contented with what is available, and what we presented was what was available, and we only try to manipulate and manage with the available material.
Okay, Coach Masood Didi Dramani, so they are the Etudra after the game, and no. Already, Mamintiwe has Enra against Dreams FC. Yeah. Will be at me and she be na game so and then no channel. We wait for 2B a day account home, and let them say,
yeah, well, three things. Number one, Benjamin Asare, back-to-back clean sheet for the goalkeeper.
Asare so can say, so say, on the competition with Agwesi.
Okay.
I will do my job.
Every voice no what Yenti Asare.
It's good that I forget that competition. By number one is number one because they are the coaches, and I don't know they are deciding, because once anything they will say, I have to accept it because I'm a player, and when they put me on the field, I must do my job. So I thank them, and I thank the supporters and the management to give me this platform to go sing there and share them back, because all those say you're born, because born there once I will say chances, that they say time so chances I'm so I said because your boy first half year we catch a person he say last season so your boy now share one last minute sana sata me national camp share one e wa say nti me catch am say cycle match because born there your now we say chances now be abet me den esi nti the nyame pe na abem nti me da seda nyame
say
yeah
number one is number one.
Number one is number one everywhere.
And now he had a good game.
Number one is number one.
Of course. Or your bad 3 saves be. Even ball we crown, so ball we now mobile 2 more, Utimi Pied in the 9 by J. Brilliant pass from John Entry. Jibo, team being here, John Entry is our senior man. What
pass with there go.
Yeah.
I think the goalkeeper did well.
Oh, then go to John Entry.
He did well, but this should have been a
how P. Bessa. And Sana, there were other ones before. I'm boy on also didn't say so he had a good game, man of the match, decent game from Benjamin Asare.
Man of the match.
Yes.
Next also just a dream creating more than us.
Of course. Bowie. This is what led to the goal. Where Pierre Beckleb on every then Amankwabe FB lose. Where this boy ended in the net. There were other ones, corner BB by Emani save or money idea. So he had a good game. Into back-to-back clean sheet, the campaign for the Black Stars is still on, maintaining his position, and matches we are no better the actual. Number 2, how to fix problem last season. No, that's all. Has problem back last season was their home performance. Last season, how to fix nation chefs in a year joint best away teams. Has now 27 points from away, the same as Nations FC. Now, so we a team Kessia, your home grounds is a fortress. We've been back. Your boss Santiago Bernabeu na kasa wo ko how yim hyehyɛ. See a ball baby to say a Old Trafford. Back in the days are United in their prime yim hyehyɛ. Your boy Etihad ene o ko how yim hyehyɛ jibo. Your boy Spotify Camp Nou o ko how yim hyehyɛ. Your boss San Siro on the team Kessia their home grounds the jibo. Team Ketu eba na yim hyehyɛ. So once Team Kessia betimi anya the most points from away matches. Now say you are on the verge of winning the league because home no ubeti 2 bia. But last season had to fix the best away team omentimi anje league This season they are the best away team and home around 13th position in terms of the home points na be there. So it means that had to focus having issues with home grounds and I see last season and a sense this season. How do you draw with Dreams FC? This is valuable points no amana share gusa no. And it was even a game Dreams were more convincing in terms of the obetimi winning. Now the Emma has home e koba say ha adwene say wo home ne koba sa na jibo. The other disadvantage that our supporters name Buffy because I'm fan results papa never call into your major source of raising money block it, so they need to look at that. The other one the goal scoring issues of Artofo see last season, this season see won't be more 19 matches. A club like Artofo now we share 12 goals. They have the best defense in the league. 19 matches they've conceded 7, but so now watch 12 goals. Now say goal scoring in Pono.
A problem.
A big problem. To me, share 1 goal per game. Hard to folk. Jibo. And now about say na say what's the dynamic as obit me bomb more than share 1 goal to your house or just 3 points. And now think KBC and one and KBS. So they need to work on that. Just say they cannot do that by signing because transfer window they are closing.
So we training.
To the other be need training anyway, say he did the coach Karim Zito must survive at baby any. He must come back with nothing. The defeat should not be part of the conversation. Media me eco vision. Media me nyakushe vision ne. Ediana airbo nations or kwa we. To say kotoko the moment I be lose no. Now say the points gap between wo any media mano. Say media ma sha 9 points. Ebra wo be san akodi home.
I said they will need to lose 3 games.
They say, "Oh, you went free ball, no." So, Kotoko must find a way of surviving a year game.
Jack,
I want to agree with the beer official has improve.
Okay. Yeah. My main message is King Crespo say I spent time toward the house game against Dreams FC, and seriously, I got shocked in my life when Hussein missed that chance. How do you imagine this? Watching from Abu Dhabi, King Crespo. And was I just a Ghanaian referees are magicians? How can you disallow this clear goal? Mr. Kwame Owusu Kozakitos. Aye, there be father or uncle. Waka about circles. The chairman Sulu cannot remain national circles chairman. It's unfortunate. A blueprint for the formation of Asante Supporters Club was not rolled out before the maiden elections was held. I wish I could speak to it. Those don't question about Monday. Obekasa ewo Nyame eya aduma. Daylight robbery at UG Stadium. How would anyone explain that offside call? We need to wait for another angle. That was a perfect goal disallowed by a clearly wickedly motivated mind. What a shame. Mr. Kwame Owusu Donko. Zagito, Yentiwe.
Dubo, Yemfa clean sheet. And the clean sheet, Yemfa Angelic. Leg no beja. Any more so the way. Over the attacking end of the foot when you're the leg, See, no one that has a show more because based on maybe on Monday, if you are scoring goals, and then the Beckham say, if a league in they are the worst team in terms of scoring goals. Team of that Trumpa as a ghost more
a chance
of we inform Bobra our league, we inform league and Didi. And then I say, be a mistake. And for just be as be uncle did.
But I get to who coaches so much tiny players or when you goal scorers into goal scorers, even in difficult moments.
But you are saying boy and then I did be a found.
But you saying the
and that's how my own. Even though they are not
everybody just so many chances now.
Oh, they get some. Say I almost in it. And when the coach wanted to be uncle official January and go baby for up squad no. Killing Tia and Tino. Problem. They come by, kill him to ya. Didi is not happy. Put your interview now. He's or tries to massage about it. Clearly, when you're happy, say I'm Tom in January because of vision January no. When you want 2 addition, you can be team no. And see, have to. Did he have to do with what available to him? Even though I think it's enough. It has league there. Me, I don't see them. Even though it's Didi yes as a coach, that's the only thing he can see. To still keep the fans happy and confidence. Baby, any Go Stars. Did Zito and that's why I ship you see him, you look as a manager under pressure.
Now, and the Hamza better than Benjobi.
There be Hamza and Kobe.
Kobe. There's a Zito request. No man grant
Hamza and Kobe. Hamza is Division 3. Almost more matches into Hamza. is focused there. Nti Amzanka bench no. Nti one Prince na be adwuma no. Monday about it to Prince. Let me say there's an issue. Jibo. Monday after this game, you be bukuruni. That is why Zito still now not all catching people for say young farms there. Embra back. There's an issue between Zito and Prince. Now I've chanced on 1 or 2 maybe we say move match in there. We don't want to create any story around team. I don't come on match. But I am at Monday. Jibo, you be doing come. Okay. And did Zito have to get a resource? So on one minute say this card is alcohol around Kotoko Jibu. And the nine no 1.5 is your 1.5 is Ofi. In Jakase Bibi trigger half and also na Yedipia 1. And the only thing that can trigger half and Pianesha 1 year. So Obedin Kugu. If he loses today against Gold Stars, Zito is in trouble. He's aware say if he loses today he's in trouble. The only thing that can save him a friend is saying at least getting a draw or win that game or no. And Nancy still now no today some say that the Prince will have his first start. What I'm talking from Nations it was Adawo didn't travel with the team. So what it means the Prince will be on the first start as a Kotoko player since our joining here, you know. They want to see how the team will look like, but Jibo, one shame that I'm sure you start calling for his things to be packed.
Michael Abebio, Eddie Free UK, and a day about say after watching the Hearts Adriana game at Doma, is when I realized how the football really have a problem with their offensive line. Please, did you see the chance Mohamed Hussein mix with the goalkeeper? He played 30 matches last season and scored just 1. He should be offloaded. Michael Leslie Amwakon Zakito Yueano Mano or say Jibo, if Abetamwa scores a goal in his return, would that be added to his tally before he sailed to Libya?
Say Osogua.
What's I say?
What I say?
Abetamwa league yesterday no can. And now Kotokotono. All cause no she goes. And there's a Kotokwasa Kwajinaba as a lone player. And Obusa say a bobo na Betamwa Bubi Makotoko. No Shegua. Yelbego what kind of goes now? Now I shall not sana Kotokoton season here. Say the same league. There be. Emma, the league hasn't ended. Nani Peoko. And Obana will go at the one years at the other. Babo was anity.
Say the same player now, the same league.
This is the Alpha top scoring chart now, still a doom. Because who can't top scorers now in the back. The Dean can listen to play now in the league. And then the same person has returned. Okay. And to show go I can home. So
let's see what Kwame being Ajimawase from what Obed is saying on Kotogo. It means we don't see Kotogo winning today's game. Kotogo can boldly say we are going to win. This is how Kotogo is now serious. And no, Kwame Obin Ajimade our day Abba and no.
You heard of production, Same. And a day happy birthday. Happy birthday. I say young wish Frank Dia. Happy birthday. Frank Dia age Mawo. Cytec Delta Company. Ewo Dakujum Ewo Kumasia. And Same head of production. And I say young wish Frank Dia a happy birthday. We ignore Cytec Delta Company Dakujum Ewo Kumasi Jibo.
Okay. That's Zakito. Jibo, let's do this. Have you ever seen a car carrying eggs from Doma to Accra involved in an accident? He's asking a question. Meaning 90% of the accidents on the roads are human error. And no, boy, Eddie Fibu, say no cannot say. My vote na say.
Cars na kofa nkusuafi
Doma konkan.
E konkan o munya accident.
So monko speed boko kaka. No makwa kudu kama. Onte so munya accident.
Dey nya accident da.
O say onte.
Because ya na nipa nka ho.
Asempa no kanu.
Ya na nipa nka ho ntienta nka.
O say
ya na nipa nka ho nipa no so ntienta nka.
Tiesi nkusuafi egu.
You see the issue of I know me almost say young country drivers and say drive carefully no me no mo ya adwen say na o car TBA say we careless we betime accident because accident nya no e bi hono ma head on collision and e bi on so park car normally to say at a creators akesi ya etase say na e bi na speed now de ba no no apie so na we ho hwenyi na o de akwa bom e bi on so na e bi overtaking na afi sa head on collision making na no so akwa de na akwa but you see the issue is this say ye per se ye limit accident ade kese pa say anamo kese sie tu ni say ya kwan no because Kumasi Accra kwan no enye Kumasi Accra kwan nko a eye kwan a go all the way up to the north ema across from the north up to Burkina Faso enti eye trans international road enti no anka niye mu a kai say ye be 6 lanes in 6 lanes out or 3 lanes in 3 lanes out krana 4 lanes in 4 lanes out krana anka te say ka say SSE ebi be pa case baby ana be yi na ubenya easy access movement be bibia be kama nanka a prevent all those things na esisi no afa so senia ekwan no enye de ekwan de atutuo de asai se wofi Kumasi bankan a ana afi nkan be Kumasi a ekwan ne de asai no se wofa kwan ni nyina wo kabom na fa percentage form a about 70% na asai
danger
enti ade no yo munye ni yie ma ye
be ko so aka ho asem
omunye ni yie ma ye
and o ma hwe no ma nye ni ya drivers no mfa kwan titu VIP fo no ya ebobo modern ya be stop mo se mamun lodu omu
ko demonstrations se bibia be se
mamun lodu mu lodu eni mbenya problem
omu ko demonstration for 2 days pe
amu fa ko bibia
se telephone enkon ko ye kwan
ya de mo si ha mo fa nche nene ye bibi mi mfidie nim
we ya if you adwa de ko no
anyoma be kama
masu ni ye se etanya yi se du bia na bia ho wo bia ne mu sheda eye cheche kakra bi se bia na obi dia be cross ni nyina no technical hitchisa wo radio mu mpenifo aka say yakope omo ho enimdie nti nimdifo na ba omo be boaboa atretim no ma achinchim mfidie no se ne be ya
omo be wie no
yetena se bie mu
o ti bibia different
se edemu kama
different
kama nti ane de ha na edibesi
edemu osia nyame ya adoma yebehia na mo ba fo memfa wewie em se matches nde ye de to ho anu an em ze bi atwam enti solo yenye ni sei Dortmund win, Real Madrid win, Sporting Lisbon win, Liverpool win, Marseille win, Bayern